It's time for my full card review for Arena for the new expansion, Murder at Castle Nathria. That's spooky. Get scared now? Did I set the mood well? So as usual, we're going to be doing the scale from 1 to 5, with a 3 being an average card. We've adjusted the scale of what an average card is over the years. I now consider a 3 mana 3/4, just kind of like as a base setup. So that's how you can, that's what we'll go off of. We're going to go through the classes first in alphabetical order, and then we'll finish up with the neutrals. If you are watching on YouTube, there should be markers so you know which class is where, and you can follow along. Okay. All right, and I mentioned this earlier, but several websites have confirmed that I am the most accurate Arena review, partially because I take input from chat during the review. It's kind of a collaborative experience, which makes it a little bit more fun, It does. It does. So let's get started. You guys ready to go? Let's get it started in here. Everybody, get it started. Get stupid. Get stupid. Starting off with Demon Hunter. Gonna move the monitor a little closer. Boomer vision. Demon Hunter, first card. 0 mana, dispose of evidence. Give your hero +3 attack this turn. Choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. It's good, right? Wait, why are you guys saying bad? Don't you get another card back? What do you mean bad? Is it shuffle as in you just lose a card? Wait, really? You just lose a card and you don't get another one? Wait, this thing's bad. Why didn't you guys tell me? It's terrible. 0 mana deal 3 isn't even that insane anymore. Oh my god, this card sucks. This is an easy one to start. All right, easy one. 1.5. It's not worth it, right? Like, the idea for this card is it's a constructed card and you can combo it off and it's really cheap and all these things, right? In Arena, you don't want to do that. And some people in chat are saying there's no Pepe Half Star. I literally enabled it. Are you guys not seeing Pepe Half Star? Try refreshing. Well, I'm going to refresh and see if I see Pepe Half Star. It should be here. I see it. I see it after refresh. Just refresh. Refresh. You should see it. Okay. All right, we're good. Next card. Sinful Brand. 1 mana. Brand an enemy minion. Whenever it takes damage, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. What? What the hell is this card? Chat, can someone give me the background on this? Like, is there some archetype that this is going to be good in and constructed? Like, what the hell were they thinking? I'm all for creative cards, but what is this thing? I don't get it. It's awful, right? You see what I mean, though, about some of these cards? First 2 cards from the set. Ones. 1 back-to-back. What the hell? Putting a taunt to damage. Yeah, no, I understand the idea, but it's terrible. You don't want to pay a card for that. It's good in Arena, though. What do you mean? What do you mean good in Arena? This card's not. Maybe it's good in duels. Maybe there's a brand archetype in duels or something. Or maybe it's hinting at a card coming in Mercenaries or some shit. That card sucks. It's terrible. Okay. All right. Surely we'll get better soon, right? The whole set won't just be garbage in Arena, right? Right, chat? Bibliomite. 2 mana 4/4. Battlecry, choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. Well, why do all of these cards require me to lose cards from my hand? Why? Now, what I will say about this one is significantly overstated. I mean, a 2 mana 4/4 dominates pretty much every 2-drop. Like, maybe there's the 2/1 poisonous or something, but it is very overstated. But man, I still don't think it's worth it. Some people are saying pretty high rate I don't think it's going to be worth it most of the time. Like you might be able to make a deck where this is the best card to pick at times, and it could be okay. But man, I think most of the time it's still going to feel pretty bad. Now, Demon Hunter does tend to have a lot of draw, which is one thing. But yeah, I'm not too high on this one. 2.5. I kind of want to give it a 2.5 just for the fact that you can build around it a bit. But that's probably too high. I honestly think this is not going to be worth it. I'm going to go with a 2. I'm going to go with a 2. Just think there's too many, you know, there's going to be too many ways to kill it where it's just not, the tempo you gain is not worth the card. All right. Relic of Extinction. 2 mana, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion twice. Improve your future relics. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion twice. Okay, so it deals 2 with spell power. Obviously, it can get a little bit crazier. What does this mean, chat? Improve your future relics. What the hell does that mean? What the hell? What's a relic? I actually don't remember. The relics are all overcosted by at least 1 mana. Are they even draftable? Can you even draft the relics? And how much does it buff them? This card is this card is a relic. This is relic. So but what does it do? Improve your future relics. Is it just +1 damage to them? No, the number just goes up by 1. I mean, this card's fine on its own. It's not good. Oh, it's pretty bad actually. It should be like 1 mana, right? Deal 1 damage. Yeah. So you need to build like a relic deck or something to make it work, which probably won't be playable. Oh, and it's also a random enemy. You're right. Oh, okay. So it's bad too. 1.5. I'll go with 1.5. That 0.5 is for the person that builds the relic deck. You know, dude. What is this start though? You see what I mean? What are we 3-4 cards in and everything's a turd for Arena? Blizzard, why? All right, Magnifying Glaive, 3 mana, 2/2 weapon. After your hero attacks, draw until you have 3 cards. Now this is an interesting card. I'm thinking about, like, it's a weapon that you want to play later on, right? Bad? I don't think it's bad, because sometimes you just need a weapon, and you can play this even when you don't draw, even though it will feel bad. In theory, if you're running out of steam, you can play this and draw, let's say 2. I don't think that's that crazy. And then if you dump your hand, you can play it again. I mean, you can see the thought behind it, right? Like this is all fitting into the idea of replenishing your hand after you play that 2-drop, after you play that deal 3 damage card. So it's all tailored for constructed. So I don't think it's great. But it's not a terrible way to draw cards. Yeah, better Voracious Reader. It does remind me a lot of that card. What do I want to rate that? Maybe like a 3? Like at times it would be very good, but I think on average it's going to only be okay. So maybe like a 3? 3.5? The upside of the draw could be pretty crazy, huh? I think I'll just go with a 3. I don't think I can talk myself into a 3.5. Like Furious Howl. Yeah, same thing. Furious Howl, it's one of those cards where you expect it to be good, and you delay and it still doesn't end up all that great, right? So, all right. Relic Vault. Speaking of relics. 3 mana. The next relic you play this turn casts twice. Oh, man. I'm really hating this Demon Hunter kit for Arena, huh? Like, all these fucking cards revolve around relics, and you might not even draft any relics, and then you're gonna, like, it just feels like Demon Hunter's getting the turd treatment. Explain location. Sure, yeah, I guess this is the first location card we've had. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is a new type of card. You can see the durability here. So you can use the durability every other turn. So you can't activate the location each turn. It has to be every other turn. A lot of them are pretty good. I think the Mage one's pretty good. We'll get to them later, but that's kind of like the new mechanic. All right. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, this has got to be a 1, right? Another 1. It's just like these are not good arena cards at all. Locations in arena, and most of them are strong. Yeah, but this one. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I think that some of the other ones are really good. Okay, Relic of Phantasms. 3 mana, summon 2/1/1 spirits, improve your future relics. Dude, everything is just everything's relics. I don't think it's gonna work, is it? How many relics are you gonna draft? Like 2/1/1s? Like it's just 2 all in for arena, right? All of this stuff. I think it's another 1. I don't think. I mean, maybe there's enough of these cards that it will be okay, but do the spirits have an effect? I don't think so. Do they, chat? Oh, you can see it right here. Fleeting Spirit. No, it's just that turd. I mean, it's kind of a spooky looking turd, but it's just a turd. All right. Well, if all the cards are like this will be a quick review. Crixus the Voracious. 4 mana, 7/7. Oh, does anyone else just love when things are 4 mana, 7? So nostalgic. 4 mana, 7/7. Battlecry. Discard your hand. Death Rattle. Draw 3 cards. It's a legendary. I don't think this is bad. I think this card's actually pretty decent. No. 4 mana, 7/7, and maybe, you know, you lose 1 card. Obviously, there's a chance that you just get annihilated with them silencing it or something, but most of the time you're going to get the cards. This one actually seems okay to me. And Demon, it kind of fits into Demon Hunter strategy too. Yeah, evolving into this, oh man. 3.5? 3.54. If your hand is full, it's kind of unplayable, I guess. I don't think it's terrible. I'm going to go 3.5. It could be a 4. I'll stick with 3.5 though. Relic of 5 mana, draw 2 cards and reduce their cost by 1. Improve your future relics. I mean, I don't know. It's an epic, so you're probably not gonna see it that much. It's just another 1, right? 5 mana, draw 2, reduce cost by 1. It's gonna be like Jaden in it. Yeah, like one person will make it work, you know, against you, and you'd be like, what the hell? But on average, these are all just terrible. You guys want to say, here, let's do 1.5. You guys are saying 2. I don't think it's 2. I'll do 1.5. It's a little better than some of the other ones. Copium. All right. Artificer Zymox. 8 mana, 8/8. Battlecry, discover and cast a relic. Infuse 5, cast all 3 instead. So do you guys know, with this card, if you cast all 3 instead, do the second and third relics get improved by the first relic casting? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do they all cast at the same time, or do they like improve each other? They do? Okay, so that makes it a lot better. How does infuse work? Yeah, so infuse is a new keyword. I guess this is the first time we've seen it. Infuse means that when minions on your side of the board die, infuse triggers. So infuse 5 means you need to have 5 minions on your side of the board die, which I think is not going to be that hard to do. I mean, this is 8 mana, so obviously if you top deck it on turn 8, it's not going to be very good because you only get the 1 relic. But I think most of the time, it's not going to be too hard to get infuse 5 off by the time it's playable. This one seems good to me. 4? 4.5? I don't know if I want to go 4.5. I think I'm okay with 4. I think 4 is fair. But yeah, I think infuse as just a general thought, I think is going to be good in arena. You know, oftentimes the games in constructed aren't very board based, but in arena they tend to be. So I think infuse is going to be popping off. All right, is that it? Okay, Demon Hunter, done. Done. On to Druid. I think the Druid cards should be better. I hope so. They almost have to be better, right? Oh boy. That might be the lowest set of reviews I've given for a class for an expansion in like 2 years, on average. All right, Planted Evidence. 1 mana, discover a spell. It costs 2 less this turn. I mean, this is just like S tier, right? At least 4, probably 4.5, in my opinion. Because Druid has nutty spells. Like, back when, you know, Druid was #1 in Arena, like, you know, you have Scales. Again, we don't exactly know the sets, right? But Miracle Grow, Scales, and I'm guessing because they have other spell support synergy in, they're going to keep some of those more recent Druid sets in. So, yeah, Arbor Up could be back. We don't know. But the fact that you can play this on turn 6 and then play Scales is just crazy. So, yeah, I think this card's really good. I'm gonna go with a 4.5 here. I just value cheap Discover a lot too. Like, it's, and if you don't play it that turn, it's not that big of a deal, right? Like, you obviously want to, but you know, if you take this earlier and end up taking Miracle Growth River, that's fine. No? All right. Natural Causes. 2 mana, deal 2 damage, summon a 2/2 Treant. Good, right? Very good. Kind of reminds me of Final Gasp, but worse, I would say. Because the only way it'd be better than Final Gasp is if you're able to get like Treant synergy. But Final Gasp does 1 damage instead of 2, but you have the chance to high roll the spawn, which is a big deal. You know, you can get Divine Shield or Poison. Those things can be pretty game changing. So yeah, this can go face. That is true. That does give it a little bit of a bump. I still don't think it's Final Gasp level, but I would say Final Gasp is like 4.5, and I would consider this like a 4. So very good, you know. We talked about, I think this was one of the ones that we revealed, no? Like, things that kill something and develop a board are just really good in Arena, so. All right. Hedge Maze, another location. 3 mana, trigger a friendly minion's death rattle. 2 charges. Yeah, I just don't believe. I don't. I mean, I know we have that big 6-drop coming. It's obviously going to be really good with this, and, you know, it just screams constructed card all over the place. You have to pay 3 mana for the effect. Yeah, you could make it work, but again, like, cards where like you could make it work as an overall score, pretty bad. I don't know. I'll give this one a 1.5. I do think it'll be kind of fun trying to make some of these things work though in Arena. If you aren't too worried about winning, just try to make it work. No, it'll be fun. I'll try for you guys because I love you all. Plot of Sin, 3 mana. Summon 2/2/2 Treants. Okay, that's okay. We have a lot of cards kind of like that. Infuse 5, 2, 5, 5 Ancients instead. What the fuck? What the fuck? Couldn't they be 4/4s? What do you mean 5 5s? Oh no, 3 mana for 2 for 8 stats just simply wouldn't be good enough. That's what we have to go with. Yeah, I mean, this card just seems busted to me. Druid tends to be an on-the-board class as well, so I don't think getting the Infuse is going to be that hard. It's infinitely better later on. It's a lot of Infuse. It is, but you know, 2 5/5s is relevant at any stage of the game, no? Like, I still think it's pretty nuts. Not a 5-star card? I mean, it's a 4.5 to 5 for me. I think it's a 4.5, more likely. But when it does work, it's going to be... I mean, just think about Scales of Onyxia, Flipper Friends. If you have spells to discover it, you guys act like Infuse 5 is going to be that hard. It could literally be you play 1 card, and then this is just active. Like, I don't think Infuse is going to be that hard to make work. Like, and if Am Commander and stuff is in the meta, then it's going to be easy to do. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's 4.5 to 5. I'm going to go 4.5. I'm pretty confident this card's going to be pretty nuts. No one drafts Scales. Yeah, but I think there's a higher chance you discover it. Right? Don't we just saw a spell discover? There could be more. They also might change those adjustments at some point. No, You don't know what they'll do, so I don't know. I think this card's really good. Reflogger on its own 3. Yeah, on its own is 3 from Fuse. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Widow Bloom Seedsman. 4 mana. 4 mana 3/2. Battlecry, draw a nature spell, gain an empty mana crystal. So in Druid, I mean, you're probably going to have a nature spell. What percentage of Druid spells are nature? It's got to be 50% plus, right? So it should be almost guaranteed that you get a spell from it. And ramp, ramp built into it is pretty nuts. You think it's more like 90% or 70%? Yeah, so I mean, this is one of those cards where on 4... Actually, honestly, at any point in the game, this card still is going to feel okay, I think. Like, on 4, it's probably the best, because the ramp matters the most then. But even in the late game, if you play a card and get a spell, which isn't that bad, yeah, I think it's quite good. Like a 4... It is understated. You're gonna have to play a 4 mana 3/2, and your opponent might play a 4 mana 5/7, and you might fall behind. But I think the ramp makes it worth it. So I think I go with a 4 on this one. You guys think 3.5-ish? I'm gonna go with a 4. Druid has a lot of ways to get a payoff these days from ramping, right? Like there's just a lot of we'll see some new cards coming, and a lot of the old stuff. Just getting an extra mana crystal matters a lot for Druid. All right, next one. This is the card that I've kind of been alluding to a bit. Death Blossom Womper. What a name. 6 mana 7/6. Battlecry, draw a Death Rattle minion and gain its Death Rattle. Oh, it's funny. This card just really took me back a bit because card in 2022 versus an old card. Does anyone remember the Hunter card? I don't remember the name of it, but I think it was a 4. Was it a 4 mana 5/4 or a 5 mana 5/4? And it was just Battlecry, reveal a Death Rattle in your deck and gain its Death Rattle. It might have been a Hunter card. I can't remember the name of it, but that card, I actually made it work a decent amount. Like if you just had high mains and stuff as your Seeping Oozling, yeah. Oh, it was a 6 mana 5/4. Yeah, okay, so just compare that, right? 6 mana 5/4. This is a 6 mana 7/6. And you draw the card, right? Like it's crazy. So yeah, and I mean the way I see this card is even if you don't hit a big Death Rattle, it's still good. Like a 6 mana 7/6 isn't a bad stat line even in current times. And if you hit, like we'll see that 10 drop coming later, the 10 drop that summons an 8/8 rush. Like if you hit that, the game just ends, right? The game's over, done. But let's say on average, what are you going to hit? Like the 3/3 Death Rattle summon a 3-drop or something. Even then, that's great. And you draw it. So yeah, I think this card's really, really good. 4.55-ish. I think 4.5 is probably fair. I think most of the time, there's a lot of cheap Death Rattles. You get like a Loot Hoarder Death Rattle or something. Might not be that crazy, but yeah, it's very, very good. Don't hit the 4/7 that deals 5 to you. Yeah, true. All right, Topior the Shrub. Wait, how do I say this? Topior the Shrubagazor, is that right? God, that's hard to say. 7 mana 5/5 dragon. Battlecry. For the rest of the game, after you cast a nature spell, summon a 3/3 whelp with rush. Yeah, I mean, this is like unplayable in Arena, right? Like in Constructed, I'm sure they can do a lot of things with this. Surprisingly good pronunciation. Feels good, man. In Arena, it's just like terrible. Like, you can't play a 7 mana 5/5. And, it reminds me of that. What's that card that's kind of similar to this but bad? Is it a 4/9? You guys know the one I'm talking about. It summons 4/2s. I think they have Rush. What's the name of that card? It's a Druid card too, right? I think that's what they were trying to do with that card, but it didn't really work because it wasn't good enough. Because this one's for the rest of the game. That card was only while it was on the board. Was it a snake? Show the whelp. Wait. Oh, the little spawn. It's not that cute. Meh. Yeah, Is it Lady Anaconda? No, it's not Lady Anaconda. Lady Anaconda's different. That's a Death Rattle one. I love that none of us know the name of the card because it's so bad and we never draft it. But anyhow, I think this card, I don't think it's good enough in Arena. You're gonna need like what, to play three nature spells after it to maybe make it worth it. So Deviate Dreadfang. Okay, yeah. And I did have someone pop off against me recently with that card. Remember, it was like coin, innervate, 1 mana spell, but on average that card's not really good. So yeah, what am I giving this as an overall 1.5? Is it? I don't even think it's a 2. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's a legendary, so you're not going to take it because you're going to be offered better cards, right, against it. So whether it's a 1.5 or a 2, it's almost like never draft, I would say. All right. Nightshade Bud. 8 mana. Choose one. Discover a minion from your deck to summon or a spell to cast. Bad, right? In Arena, you're going to be offered like a 3-drop, a 2-drop, and maybe a 5-drop if you're lucky. This card's bad. I think the best case scenario in Arena is you have good spells to play with it. You have Scales, or you have Miracle Growth or something. Yeah. In general not playable, right? Raid Negotiator. Even with Raid Negotiator, if this read, choose one, discover a minion from your deck to summon and a spell to cast, I still don't think it would be that good. So, but it'd be better. But 1, I think this is just a solid 1. I don't think you're ever drafting this. However, I think the next card, chat, would be good with this. Crap, it's one more card. Damn it, I was just hoping. I was hoping the next one was the 10-minute. It's fine. What is this card? Cecily of the Fey Court. 8 mana, 8/8. Taunt. Death Rattle. Draw a minion. Reduces cost by 8. By 8? I mean, again, you kind of... It's not terrible, but you always draw a card. It's okay. It's okay, like a 3.5 maybe? 3.5, 4-ish? It might be a 4, no? Draw a card and get a reduction. It's basically get a free card. How about as an 8/8 taunt? It's not terrible. I might go a little high on this one. I'm going to give this a 4. It's not terrible. And if you hit, it could be insane. Like if you actually hit a 6-drop or higher or something, it's insane. 3 max? You guys are haters. You could draw a turbo, you could, but it's still a free 2-drop that you can play. It's not terrible, no? I'm going to believe in this one, all right? I just still don't think I'll draft it much, but I'm going to believe. If it didn't have Taunt, I think it would be garbage. But with Taunt, I'm giving it a 4. All right, moving on. Here it is. This is the one. Damn it, one off. Convoke the Spirits. 10 mana. Cast 8 random Druid spells. Targets chosen randomly. Now, I'm not going to make the same mistake with this card as I made with the puzzle box originally. I know this card will be good. Even though it says random targets, it will be good. Because a lot of the Druid spells are summon something, or draw cards, or there's not a lot of like targeted kill something, right? Will fatigue you to death. I'll take my chances. 8 times Miracle Growth. I think it should be good. How good though? I mean, the thing about a puzzle box is oftentimes it's a board clear, right? This card, I don't know how likely it is to give you board clear. It might not bail you out from being super behind on the board, correct? And you could also lower. We're thinking about some of the big spells, but you could hit, 0 mana spells or 1 mana spells, and then you're like, shit, right? Yeah. It's probably not as great as we're thinking. I'm going to throw out 3. I know that's a really boring number. I don't know if it's below average. I feel like I would want to draft this card. Because it still probably is like a big bomb of like value, but... You're going to regret that 3? You guys think it's going to be like a 5? There's no way, right? Got to be a 4 if Rune is 4. I think 3 is a bit low. You guys think it's like a 4? I am going to draft it. I am. I'm just not sure. On average, how good will it be? It's nowhere near a 5. 3.5, 4. We'll go with 4. We'll go with 4. Plus, it gets plus 0.69 for the fun factor. Because everyone loves 8 random spells. So fun. Okay, Druid's wrapped up. Let's get some coffee. Let's get some coffee. And it is time for Hunter. Oh boy, Hunter's going to be kind of nuts, I think. Whoo! Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the nuts? Here we go. Batty Guest. Not this card. It's good, but just wait. Batty Guest. 1 mana, 1/1. Death Rattle, summon a 2/1 bat. Let's see the thirsty bat. I'm so thirsty. Nom, 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 nom. I need some blood and guts. Nom, nom, nom. Okay, I know I'm dealing with that. It's good. It's really good, right? A 1/1 that summons a 2/1. Like one of the best 1-drops ever? No, right? It's got to be. What's better than this? Would I rather have a 1 mana 2/2 or this? I think I'd rather have this most of the time, right? Good with Infuse. Got to be at least a 4, no? What is the best 1-drop ever? It's a 5? I mean, I don't know. I hesitate to give a 1-drop a 5. Maybe it's just my feelings of it not... I mean, even if you play this on one side, the game ends as much. I'd take this over Bubbler for sure. It's worse than Ganarg, definitely. Ganarg's significantly better than this card, right? I think 4 is probably fair. It could be a 4.5 in the right deck. You know, like if you're super aggressive, but I think 4 is fair. It's great. You're going to take it almost every time. Castle Kennels, location card. 2 mana, give a friendly minion +2 attack. If it's a beast, give it rush. I don't think this is good enough. So you have 3 charge. Remember, you can use them every other turn. +6 attack, maybe, and rush. The thing is, like, if you don't have beasts, it's kind of eh. You guys think it's okay? Oh, I don't know. It's only okay if you draft a lot of beasts. No? Like, if you don't draft a lot of beasts, it's pretty terrible. You have Wild Seeds. I mean, maybe you draft them, maybe not, right? I don't know. Nothing special. Yeah, I'm not huge on this one. Like the flavor, it's a cool card. I mean, in construction, I'm sure it's going to have play, but to me, it's like 2.5 is just kind of where I rate this card. I think I'm going to go on the lower side. Going to go with a 2. I just think oftentimes I don't have that many beasts in my hunter decks. 2 attack and rush. If you do have beasts, though, it's pretty nutty. All right, let's go 2.5. I changed my mind. We already... Is the last card a beast? We'll just see how many beasts we have. Was this last one a beast or no? No, it summons a beast, though. So you could, like, trade this off and then use it on that to kill something or something. Okay, I'm cool with 2.5. All right, next one. Frenzied Fangs. 2 mana. Summon 2 2/1 bats, infuse 3, give them +1/2. Yeah, I mean, this should be really, really good. Like, really good. Because 2 mana for 2 2/1s is fine. Like, I'd be pretty happy playing that on 2. Compared to some of the other ones, like, that's a lot of damage on turn 2. Obviously, things like Bunker would counter it on 2. But, yeah, just one more time. I'll mention Infuse one more time in case people missed it earlier. Infuse... Oh, wait, there's a thing here. Does it show me? Oh, there we go. Upgrades in hand after X friendly minions die. There you go. So 3 friendly minions die, and then you get the bonus. If you play it Infuse, it's 3 4s. That's pretty... Or, sorry, 3 3s. I can do math, I promise. So 2 3 3s, pretty nuts. 4.5? Feels like 4.5 to me. It's like 4 to 4.5, but I'm going to go on the higher side on this one because I think even when it's not activated, it's still good. And if you play it, if you play that 1-drop on 1 and a 2-drop behind it, you know, you might be able to play this on turn 4 or something for 2 3 3s, which is pretty nuts. You guys think it's 4? I disagree. I'm going to go higher. I'm going 4.5. Fook chat in their 4s. I'm taking it to the extra level. Okay, well, things are about to get ugly. Well, I don't know if ugly is the right term, but questioning life decisions, questioning what the hell Hearthstone's doing, questioning why I play this game mode. Oh God! All right, sorry. Let me explain the card first. Spirit Poacher, 2 mana, 2/2. Battlecry. Summon a random dormant wild seed. You guys are like, what are the wild seeds? So you could get the Fox Spirit Wild Seed if you're Dreads. I will probably always get Fox Spirit Wild Seed, which just still isn't bad. 1 mana, 3/1, dormant for 1 turn rush. If you're slightly better, you get the Bear Spirit Wild Seed. This is a 2 mana, 2/5, dormant for 2 turns, taunt. And if you are insanely gifted, talented, and nutty, you get this one, and you fucking win the game. You just win the game on the spot. Oh, but it's dormant for 3. That's so long. No, it's fucking not. If you play this on turn 2, that thing comes out and wins the game. 3 mana, 5/4 beast. When this awakens, equip a 4/2 great bow. You get this. 8 damage and a 5/4 body on top of the 2/2 body. Holy shit, man. This thing is so stupid. I think like you could maybe win if they roll this one. It's still going to be hard to win if they roll this one, but if someone rolls this, you're just fucked. Like, you just are so fucked. I personally hope that they adjust this one down, like, and it's like, you know, very hard to draft. They've done that for a lot of cards. I expect eventually them to do that for this card too. It's easily a 5 for the chance to high roll the 1. And honestly, I mean, even if you hit, like, what if it didn't have the 3 mana one? I think even with the other 2 options, it would still be at least a 4.5. It might even still be a 5, like a 3/1 rush, dormant for 1 turn on top of a 2/2. I mean, this card's just so bonkers. It's just so bonkers. Think the first 2 are better in Arena? No way. There's no way. That a 5, like, no matter what point that comes out, as long as the game isn't over, a 5/4 and an 8 damage worth of weapon as a hunter? I can't imagine that won't be the best roll. Anyhow, there's more Wild Seed cards. Yep. This isn't the only time we're seeing this dormant Wild Seed thing. There's more coming. Oh, instantly. Stag Charge. 3 mana. Deal 3 damage. Summon a random dormant Wild Seed. Woohoo! Oh, man. I can already visualize, like, I already feel the salt when my opponent plays these cards and gets the 5/4. Like, you know the feeling of helplessness when people play Ganarg on 1? That's how I feel it's going to be. Like, that same feeling of, like, I am just so fucked. And this can go face, too, right? So, I mean, I don't know. Like, the thing is, I feel like anything that summons a Wild Seed is a 5. Do you guys agree? Like, at least, I think this is still a 5. It's not as good. Like, the other card's like a 5+, right? This one maybe is a 4.5. Deal 3 for 3 isn't great. I mean, it's still fine. I don't know. I still think it's going to be a... I still think it's going to be a 5. I'm going with 5 again. All right. Oh, here we go. Keep it going. Here we go. Keep it going. Just consider this set of, like, synergy and new cards compared to the Demon Hunter ones in Arena. Right? Like, holy shit. Oh, God. Okay. Wild Spirits. 3 mana. Summon 2 different dormant Wild Seeds. Make your Wild Seeds awaken 1 turn sooner. So just for clarity, this doesn't mean you get to pick them, right? Summon 2 different. So you still have a chance to not hit the 5/4, but Oh man, I think this card would be great even if it didn't say awaken 1 turn sooner, but this is just like so broken. Does a 3/1 instant summon? That's a good question. It should, right? Right? Like if it summons 1 turn sooner, then it would just come out of summon, which is kind of a downside maybe for that card. I guess it could go face the next turn, which is something, but for all the rest of them, it's an upside. Yeah, I mean, let's just get this out of the way. Another 5. These cards are, I mean, just to put in perspective, like if they don't adjust these cards down, Hunter will probably be like 60% win rate, especially if there's an offering bonus. Like these cards will define the entire meta, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. This is an epic, right? So hopefully we won't see it that often. This one's also an epic. Hopefully we won't see it that often. This is at least a rare, right? So maybe the rarity will save us here. I mean, you'll still be discovering them, though, you know? All right, moving on. Stonebound Gargan. 4 mana, 3/5 beast. Rush. Infuse 3 also damages the minions next to whomever this attacks. What do you guys think? I like this card. I think this card is good, but not insane, is my thought about it. It does make positioning matter a little bit, so you're going to want to put your... I think in general, as a general practice, you're going to want to put your highest attack minion in the middle against Hunter. Because you don't want to get like picked off by this card. It's going to be, you know, it's a common card, so it's going to be everywhere. 7th best Hunter card, and I have it at a 4.5 on the Dread scale. Yeah, I mean this one I think is just solid, just very solid. I'd say it's between a 4 and a 4.5 for me. I think I'm gonna go with a 4. I mean, oh man, Rush Cleave is pretty nuts though. Have we had cards like this where you have Rush Cleave? We've had other Cleave cards, like we had that the Druid one, right? 5/3, and we've had the 3 mana 2/4, the Hydra that's now a BG card. Man, I think it's, and then if you can't kill it, it's going to be hard to play around. Oh yeah, Bunny. Yeah. True. Yeah. And I think it's 4 to 4.5. I might go with 4.5. I mean, I don't think we should let the other cards that are just like on the bonkers level sway what we think of this card. I think this card's really good. I think Infuse 3 will probably be active if you play it on 4 and you keep in your opening hand. So I think honestly, I still think it's a 4.5. I think it's really good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a 4. I can't imagine it's lower than a 4 though. Are you going to hold these Infuse cards from Mulligan, though, right? Does that potentially make it risky for curving out? So I can talk about this now. This is something that I think is very important for Arena in this expansion. How you play with Infuse cards. I think it's going to be, you know, it's something that there's not going to be like a fast rule, but it's something you want to consider. Like ideally you have curve and you have an Infuse card to like get a payoff as well. So that's like the dream, right? You keep a 2 and a 3 and then you keep this as well, right? Because it, you know, with Infuse it's nuts. Or I think it's perfectly acceptable to keep like turn 5 or turn 6 infuses if you have like a 2 and a 3, right? So, but you don't want to keep an infused payoff card and then miss your curve, right? So I think it's an interesting dynamic. Generally, I think you'll be tossing the expensive infused cards unless you have curve. Or, you know, if you have a deck that just has tons of curve, maybe you'd still risk it. But yeah, definitely something, it's an added dimension to mulliganing. Now, it's not just keep curve, it's also think about how infuse impacts it, because all the infused cards are much better when you have them in hand, right? Okay. All right, moving on. Aerolon, 5 mana, 4/5, legendary. Battlecry, summon one of each dormant. So one thing I will say, everyone is going to be like, what the fuck? And I mean, I agree. We've all said what the fuck about these dormant wild seeds already. You do have to wait 3 turns to get it after this. But the thing is, you get the other ones It's still just insane, right? Because you're going to get the 3-1 rush. So even though it's a little understated, you're going to get a 3-1 rush the next turn. Then you get the 2-5 taunt. So you're probably not going to get rushed down. Because you're going to, you get a taunt and rush to like help control the board. And you're going to get the 5-4. So it's it's pretty much show the bow. It's just a plain weapon. Just 4 mana 4/2. So yeah, I mean, it's got to be another 5, right? I have to believe. Okay. Huntsman Altimore, 7 mana 5/4 legendary. Battlecry, summon a Gargan companion. Infuse 4, summon another. Infuse 8 and another. So these are basically just animal companion, right? But different names, if I remember correctly. So that's the activated form, what it looks like. Yeah, 3 mana 4/4, so that's Misha, Leok, and Margor. Huffer. Read the text. He loves all the Gorgons equally. Hecudus is his favorite, and it's not close. That's funny. Okay, so how good is this card, chat? What do you guys think? Infuse 8 on turn 7 might be tough, no? Because, like, you can't keep this card in your opening hand, can you? I don't know. Like, if you do that, it's risky, no? Good enough standalone. You think just summoning... No, summoning 1 isn't enough, is it? I don't think in current Hearthstone. 7 mana 5/4, summon a 4/2 charge. It's not terrible. Summoning 2 is enough, I would say. So infuse 4 is enough. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 4.5. I don't think this one's a 5. My feeling is that it's not a 5. 4.5. I'm going to go with a 4. Could be a little bit low on this one, but it's an expensive card, and you need to have it in your hand early, and it can clog up your hand as Hunter, so I'm going to go with a 4. But obviously the payoff, if you hit all 3, is pretty nuts. All right, collateral damage. 8 mana, deals 6 damage to 3 random enemy minions. Excess damage hits the enemy hero. Good card, Smork. What do you guys think? It's an interesting card, I think. Like, it's one of those cards where I think it's going to be very difficult to play around this card. Because, you know, the way you play around this card is you don't play low health minions because you're going to die, you know? But that's hard to do in Arena. So I feel like this is a card that you just have to hope they don't have type thing, right? It's also just 8 mana board clear. Yeah, oftentimes it will be a board clear. So 15 damage against 1/1s. Yeah. I mean, that's probably not going to happen. But I think it's good. Like a good finisher. Oftentimes it probably will do 8 damage or something, right? I don't think that's all that unreasonable. Opponent has like a 3/4, a 2/3, and a 5/5 something on the board or something like that. This with the double cast Naga. How does that work though? You wouldn't get double damage from 3 minions, correct? If you played it with the double cast Naga, you would have to do it. They'd have to have 6 minions. Is that correct? I doubt it would like cast again if all the minions are off the board and they hit you for like 18 after. Yeah, or they'd have to have like 5, right, or 6 or something. They'd have to have more than 3, right? Interesting. Yeah, or have minions with more than 6 health. True, that's fair. That's probably more likely. Yeah, I think it's very good. How good? 4? It's not a 5. I don't think it's that level of crazy. 4.5 maybe? It's still a little situational, but I don't think you're going to be unhappy playing this. Like in the late game, it's oftentimes going to win you the game. I'm down with 4.5. I think that's fair. It really fits what Hunter wants to do. Man, with this card and then the Wild Seed coming out with the 8 damage of weapon. Good luck living. Good luck living. All right. Okay, on to Mage. Everyone's favorite. Eyes on me, chat. Stop looking at the booba. I swear, if I catch any of you looking at booba, you're in trouble. 1 mana, 1/3, Suspicious Alchemist. Battlecry, discover a spell. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. So I believe this is the first version of this card that we've seen. This is a new, I don't want to say new mechanic, but it's a new card type that that they've introduced in this expansion, where it adds a mind game level to Arena, to Hearthstone in general. So the way this works, if I remember correctly, is you discover on your turn, and then the start of your opponent's turn, they get the same 3 options and have to try to guess which one you discovered, right? So, yeah, it's cool. I like it. I think these kind of mind games are good. So, you know, are you going to, when you discover you can take the card that's best for you and hope they don't assume you're going to take the best one? Do you take the worst card and be like, they'll never expect me to take the shit one, and then they take it and you're like, what the hell? Why would you guess that one? So it should be fun to play with. Okay, how good is it? It should be really good. This card is streamer bait. Dread's going to yell sniper. Oh my, wait, you guys, I didn't even think about that. Chat, is my streaming career over? Do I need to not stream to be competitive? Maybe. You know, we should actually track like the percentage and just see how often my opponents get it right. I bet you it's going to be like 90% for me, and everyone else is going to be like 50%. Just watch, and then you guys will be like, oh, maybe Dreads does get sniped once in a while, huh? Maybe. Yeah. So people are mentioning, if you play the card that turn, they'll know instantly. Yeah, but the idea is you don't want to do that, right? Like, you could do that if you're really desperate, or if you're like going for lethal, but the vast majority of the time, you're not going to want to give them that free information. Just get the card. So I think it's good. I think this card's quite good. Like a 4, I want to say. 1 mana, 1/3 isn't a bad stat line. I feel like it's like a 4. 3.5 to 4-ish. If you get the spell and they don't, it's nuts, because it's good, a good stats, and you just get get to discover. When they get it, it's still okay, right? It's not like the end of the world. I think 4 is fair. 3.5 to 4. Worst streamer. Yeah, isn't everything a worse streamer? I'm gonna go 4. All right. Frozen Touch. 2 mana. Deal 3 damage. Infuse 3 out of Frozen Touch to your hand. Sure, right? Solid. It's good. Frostbolt without the freeze. Infuse 3, you get 2 of them. It's just nice. It? Hold on. Wait. It actually could be infinite. It doesn't say, because a lot of these type of cards, I don't know if these type of cards, but like the twin spell stuff, you just get like a different copy of it. But this is, you actually get the same card back in hand. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Wow. So it's really good. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it doesn't freeze, huh? It is kind of weird that it doesn't freeze. It'd probably be too good. 4.5? I think. I think 4.5 is fair. Once you cast it, you have to infuse it again. Yeah. No, I totally get that. Of course. Otherwise, it'd be just broken, right? You'd just be like, pew, 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 pew. Still, I think it's really good. All right. Do we have a command for infuse, by the way, chat? We've talked about it a couple times. People are still kind of asking a little bit. So, I'm going to go 4.5 on this one. Do we have a command for it? If not, could we make one? No rush, but that'd be great. Hover over it. Yeah, see? It's the same. It is. So you definitely can, like, infuse it again. It'll feel really bad when you have to play it without infusing. But, yeah, it's still fine, even in that case. All right. Solid Alibi. 2 mana. Until your next turn, your hero can only take 1 damage at a time. What the hell? What in the hell is this? Thanks, Slayer. I have alerts off right now, but I appreciate anyone that resubs and stuff. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. It's terrible, right? It's like one awful, unplayable garbage. KEKW. KKW. Oops. All right. Nightcloak Sanctum. This is a location card for Mage. 3 mana, freeze a minion, summon a 2/2 volatile skeleton. Now, this card is really good. We saw some pretty crappy location cards earlier. This one's really good. So for a volatile skeleton, we haven't seen this yet. This is a standalone card as well, I believe. 2 mana, 2/2, Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. So on turn 3, you lose a little bit of tempo because you can activate it immediately. You can't do it again the next turn, but the following turn, it's every other turn, remember. 3 charges makes this really good. It's going to be so annoying, too. It's going to be so annoying. It can go face. Yeah, I mean, the damage from this can go face. And I'm assuming, it says freeze a minion, so you can't freeze their face. So they have to have a minion for you to be able to activate it, or you have to freeze your own minion. But this seems really good. 4.5? How good is this card, chat? It's not Wildpaw Cavern good because you have to like take a break in getting the activations. Easy 5. Ooh, I don't know. I'm thinking it's like a 4.5. It's great. It is great. 3 freezes and oh man, it's really good. It's really good. I'm gonna go 4.5. It's close. I could see people saying 5. I think there's an argument to be made for that. I'm gonna go a little bit lower, but yeah, I mean you're gonna be taking it every time, basically. 4.55. It rarely matters. All right, on to the next one. Vengeful Visage. 3 mana, secret. After an enemy minion attacks your hero, summon a copy of it to attack the enemy hero. Oh god, what a troll card, huh? What a troll card. So it's an epic. It's an epic, so I think you're not going to be wanting to play around this card primarily, right? When secrets is always one of those things where, you have to think about how likely it is. And it's fairly unlikely, but you still want to consider it, right? How good is this? I mean, you get guaranteed face damage, which isn't bad. It isn't bad as a mage. Like a 3? I feel like 3 is fair. Obviously, secrets have some added value in that you don't know what it is, so it can affect your play. 4 to 4.5, really? I don't know. Better than Mirror? I don't know if it's better than Mirror. It's different, right? It's different. It will be very annoying when the mage is ahead and they play this, and then you can't really hit them in the face because it's so, like, game losing, right? Like, you're going to have to set up a situation where you can go face with a shitter, which won't always be easy. Maybe it's better than 3, actually, now that I think about it. Like 3.5, maybe, or 4. I'm going to go 3.5. I'll go a little bit higher. I don't want to go to a 4. I still think, like, people will play around it, is my guess. So, days people probably won't even know this is a thing, and it will keck them. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 3.5. All right, Chatty Bartender. 4 mana, 4/4. At the end of your turn, if you control a secret, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Bad on average, I would guess. I mean, yeah, we got new secret, but in general, it's a 4 mana, 4/4 the vast majority of the time, which is below average. It's like a 2. I mean, I'm not going all in on secret archetypes, right? 2.5, 2. I think 2 is fair. I'm still not going to want to draft a bunch of secrets. All right, Cold Case. 4 mana, summon 2/2 volatile skeletons, gain 4 armor. It's fine, right? It's fine. How good is a volatile skeleton as a 2-drop? It's okay. Alright, it's okay. Gain 4 armor is pretty nice, but costly. Yeah. It's like alright. It does feel like very much like an average card. Like a 3. 3.5. I think 3 is fair. I mean, these cards will be annoying, but sometimes they'll just be damage to the face, which at that stage of the game might not be that relevant. You want to see the skeleton? I showed it. Pay attention, Stein. Ooh, I'm a frozen skeleton. Derp, 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 derp. All right. You take this over the 3/6 dredge? I would never. Okay, I don't want to say never. I'd almost never take this card over the 3/6 dredge. But I really like that card. All right, Orion Mansion Manager. 4 mana after 4 mana 3/5. Legendary. After a friendly secret is revealed, cast a different mage secret and gain +2/2. What? Huh? Huh? What is this? I don't think it's very good. Like on average, what? 2 maybe? It's like a 4 mana 3/5 most of the time in Arena. Infinite value again. Yeah, you're gonna have a ton of secrets. I mean, it's all for constructed, right? So 1.5, 2-ish type of thing. I think 2 is probably okay. You're almost never gonna draft it, right? Deathborn. 6 mana. Deal 2 damage to and summon a 2/2 volatile skeleton for each killed. Oh boy. First thing I thought of when I saw this card, well, there's 2 things that I think of. One, Cycle of Hatred, right? Cycle of Hatred is insane. Things that kill minions and then summon things tend to just end games. So it's kind of like Cycle. It reminds me a little bit of Blast Wave, I think was the name of the card. I think that one was 5 mana deal 2, but then if you overkill, add a spell to your hand. What the hell was the reading on that card? You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like that, except it gives you tempo instead of value. So it's great. It's great. This is like, you guys are saying only 4 for this. This card has to be better than 4. It has to be, no? It's not close to Cycle. 2-3 is a huge difference. It is. But I would say a 2/2 with Death Rattle deal 2 is better than a 3/3 at that stage of the game. It's not crazy good, it's just very good. Oh man, I think it's really good. Because you throw your minions into their stuff, and you can leave your minions, at low or just kill them off, and then it's going to be so much damage threatened on the other side a lot of the time. Better than Cycle? I don't know if I'd say it's better than Cycle. I would say Cycle, I would consider Cycle a 5-star card. And I think this card for me is like a 4.5. I think that's the rating I'm going to go. Cycle, I mean, the 3 damage is a big difference. Sometimes this will not be able to clear, and that matters a lot. But it is 1 mana cheaper, which also matters. And the damage to the face is going to be a real threat with these things. So I think 4.5 is fair. For those of you asking, no, I cannot restart the card review. It'll be on the tube. Check the tube. All right, Kel'Thuzad the Inevitable. 8 mana, legendary. 6/8. Battlecry, resurrect your volatile skeletons. Any that can't fit on the battlefield instantly explode. Oh boy. I mean, I think even in Arena, this card's pretty good. Like, because how many things generate them, right? Let's see. Deathborn does. Cold Case. The location. And we haven't seen it yet, but you can also just draft the card, no? I mean, this card's common. I think it's good. 8 mana, 6/8 isn't the worst body. 4? Go with a 4. I don't think it's quite 4.5 because you need to have you need to have you know, a lot of skeletons. Otherwise, it's going to be like you can't play an 8-mana 6/8 draw. You know, summon 1 skeleton or something. That's pretty shitty. But overestimating hard. If this thing summons 4 skeletons, and that's not even that unreasonable. 1 location. What do you mean overestimate? You play 1 of these, just 1. And it's already okay. I would say summoning 3 is already good. And if you play that and this, and you summon 5, good luck. Game's probably over. I'm going with a 4. I'm going with a 4. All right. Merps is here, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, on to Paladin chat. Promotion. 1 mana. Give a silver hand recruit plus 3/3. Huh. So worst case, you play a 3 mana 4/4, right? It's not bad. It's pretty nuts, no? Kind of crazy. And the thing about this card, it's not legendary. It's epic, so it probably won't be, you know, you won't see it that much. But it makes Silverhand Recruits a threat, you know? It takes up a card. Yeah, that's fair, but still. I think this card's very good. Like a 4? 3? What? What's a 3 mana 4/4? A 3 mana 4/4 is still like a 4, no? And this has some upside on top of it. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. I'm gonna go with a 4. It's like 4 to 4.5 for me, though. I think it's good. I like it a lot. Are you gonna really draft this card? Yeah, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I draft this card? What do you mean? Of course. I would pick it up. Yeah, of course you pick it over a 3 mana 3/4. You guys are crazy. Chat is crazy. Sinful Sous Chef. Do I say that right? Is it Sue? It's not Seuss, right? Sinful Sous Chef. How did I do? Rate my pronunciation from 1 to 10. 1 mana 2/1. Death Rattle. Add 2 Silverhand Recruits to your hand. Shoe? Sinful Shoe? Shoe Chef? That sounds weird. I'm going to say Sue. I'm going to say Sue Chef. Okay, 1 mana 2/1, Death Rattle, add 2 Silverhand Recruits to your hand. Good, right? Really good? Silverhand Recruits 1 mana, correct? 1 mana. 1 mana. You guys remember Jailer? Was it Deathborn Jailer? What was it? Dry Gulch Jailer. 2 mana 1/1. Death Rattle, add 3 Silverhand Recruits, I think. This one's just like a way better version of that. And combo. Boom, baby. 2 mana 4/4 now. You play that on 1. Turn 2, you drop a recruit on that ass, and then you buff it. Boom. What's up? What's up? Wait, oh shit, I forgot to give it a rating. This card's great. 4.5? 4 to 4.5. I rated the Hunter card, the 1 mana 1/1 Death Rattle summon a 2/1 a 4.5, didn't I? I think I'm going to go with a 4. I think 4 is fair. Looks good. It's good. Yeah, good for Infuse, of course. Yep, all these token cards are great for Infuse. And also just good with Paladin in general, you know? All right, Great Hall. Location card. 2 mana. Set a minion's attack and health to 3. Holy shit. This card is going to be so fucking annoying to play against. Holy shit. I hate this card. I actually hate it so much. So the problem with this card is that if they don't use it, the threat is just so stupid. Because you play any big minion and they can just zap it, right? Like, and you just know that it's going to be frustrating. So dumb. Why did they make this card? And I mean, you can play it on your 1/1s or whatever, right? Like that's the duality of it. Oh man, it's a 5, right? Has to be. It has to be. Like the threat of playing a big minion, have them just doing this to it. It's got to be a 5, right? Ban locations. I don't want them to ban locations. You know, a new mechanic. We can see how it goes. The good news is these days, if things are really broken, they can adjust them down. You know, they've shown they'll do that with like the Dragon Discover and stuff. So, I wouldn't want them to just ban it outright. But yeah, this card's extremely toxic. All right, Muckborn Servant, 3 mana, 2/4 taunt, Battlecry, Discover, a Paladin card. Good, right? Really good. 2/4 is slightly understated, but has taunt, which makes a big difference. That is not me. It looks nothing like me. What do you guys think? 4.5. I mean, discover. Excuse me. Discover a Paladin card is pretty insane. You can hit Colossals. You can hit Cariel if she's in the rotation. You can hit some of the crazy spells, right? Really good. I think it's a 4.5. I like it's Panda with taunt, and it can hit minions, which oftentimes are better than spells these days. I'm gonna go with a 4.5. It's not me. How am I purple? I'm not short or purple. I'm tall, athletic, a perfect specimen. 4.5. Moving on. Service Bell. Ding! 3 mana. Discover a class card from your deck and draw all copies of it. What? What is this? It's bad, right? Gotta be bad. 3 mana for that effect. I'm assuming the idea is that you use this to get specific cards that you need for combos or something constructed, right? In Arena, 3 mana, draw 3. Oh, do you get... Wait, hold on. You get an extra copy, is that correct? Okay. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. No, it doesn't? Wait, does it or does it not? I was assuming that it was just you discover, as in you get a pick. So like in Constructed, you'd be able to get the 2 copies, right? No, it doesn't. You discover which ones. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay, so I'm right. Once again, I'm right. Time and time again, Dreads is right, keeping it tight. Grab a bite and get some knowledge injected into you. Then take a poo of that knowledge turd comes out. Plop, plop. Okay. I don't think it's very good. We've had a few cards like this where you pull from your deck, and an Arena is just not that great. Because like you don't necessarily draft that many good class cards. And just being able to just discover in general is so much more powerful than discover from your deck in Arena. So I don't like this card at all. Like a 2. That's how I feel about this one. You know, if you happen to draft like 3 Righteous Defenses or something, and then you play this and get all of them, yeah, you probably win. But yeah, I think this card's pretty bad. All right. What about Moonlit Guidance? But that's different, right? That's Moonlit Guidance gives you value because you get an extra card, right? That doesn't give you extra value. So, oh, this card, Stewart the Steward. 3 mana, 3/3. Death Rattle, give the next Silver Hand recruit you summon plus 3/3 and this Death Rattle. It's going to be so annoying, huh? So you play this on 3 and your hero power is a 4/4 for the rest of the game unless they silence, right? Is that correct? It doesn't stack. No, there's no way it stacks, right? It's not like the Nether Silver Recruit comes out and then it's a 7/7. But it's still, the 4/4s are pretty insane. Fortunately, it's legendary. Yeah, you won't see it all that often, but that's going to be really annoying. Jeez. It's got to be a 5. What do you guys think? 4.55-ish? It has to die first, but still. Imagine drafting 2. Yeah, that would be Omega Troll, huh? Easy 5, I think. I mean, the thing about this card is that if you draw it later on, how many hero powers will you get to do? So I think 4.5 is probably a safer bet. I'll do that. You know, a lot of the cards that you give 5s to tend to be things that impact the board immediately, have a big effect. This one can be a little slow at times, but yeah, I think 4.5 is fair. Just play around it. Yeah, let me just play around Stuart Merps. Just play around it. Just play. How would you even play around that? Sabotage their hero power. Pull off their internet. Just play around it. Buffet Biggin. Is it Big Gun or Biggin? I'm gonna guess it's Big Gun. Like the big zombie next to her is like her muscle. So it's like, yeah, this is my big gun. What do you guys think? What's the pronunciation? 4 mana 2/4 battle cry, summon 2 silver hand recruits. So 4 mana 2/4 and 2 1/1s. That's not great. Infuse 3. Oh, that way. That's basically what's a card? It's okay actually in Paladin. It's Grim Necromancer, right? Same stats. 2 4 and 2 1. Okay, that's not too bad. Infuse 3. Give them +2 attack and Divine Shield. Oh God, I forgot. I forgot how nutty it was if you infuse it. So with only infuse 3, you get a 2/4 and 2 3/1s with Divine Shield. Holy shit! Holy shit! I mean, on turn 4, this will just end games, I think. I really like. It's gonna be pretty easy to get infused off in Paladin, right? 4.5, easy 4. I think it's better. I think 4.5. It's also just so good in Paladin because you have buffs, you know, or maybe some of the hero power buffs that we've seen. I'm gonna go with a 4.5. Pretty crazy though, man. My first thoughts are that it's gonna really be feast or famine for classes in this expansion. Like Paladin and Hunter just seem insane. Mage seems good, and then holy fuck, Demon Hunter is just so screwed. Like what the hell is Demon Hunter gonna do? I guess maybe draft old cards and still win, but what the hell? All right, Elitist Snob. This is Merps, by the way. 5 mana 3/4. Epic. Battlecry for each Paladin card in your hand. Randomly gain Divine Shield, Lifesteal, Rush, or Taunt. Okay, so is this like... does this work like Ivus, where once you get one of the effects, you can't get another one? I'm assuming that's how this works. Otherwise, it'd be like garbage. Yeah. Okay. Man, I still don't think it's that good in Arena, though. 5 mana. Okay, how many Paladin cards are you going to have in hand? Maybe 2? Maybe? And then you hit, like, Taunt and Lifesteal, and you're like, fuck. This is bad. This is really bad. I think it needs, like, 3 to be good. Like, okay, even if you hit all of them. A 5 mana 3/4 Divine Shield, Lifesteal with Rush and Taunt. I mean, that's good. But it's not even that insane for, like, current Arena. What's up, though? I think it's pretty bad. Like 1.5. Better Ziliax? Yeah, but I mean, that's if all of them hit, right? Which is not going to happen in Arena. I think this card's really bad, chat. I'm going 1.5. Trash tier. Poop tier. All right. Divine Toll. Oh, this is a cool card. 7 mana Holy Spell. Shoot 5 rays. Shoot 5 rays at random enemies. They give friendly minions +2/2 and deal 2 damage to enemy minions. Pretty cool, huh? So if you clear their board entirely, let's say, you could like it could be +10/10 on your board. It's bad. Bad? What do you mean bad? You guys think it's bad? The random nature of it is a little bit concerning, I guess. But the thing about it is you just play it first and then see what happens, right? Like you just rip it. And then depending on where things go, you know, some of your stuff will be able to trade up. So bad? You guys think it's bad? I don't think this card's bad. I think it's good. I think it's quite good. It's ridiculously situational. Is it though? Okay, like, okay, so what board state would this card be awful in? There's not that many, is there? Like, when is it? When are you just gonna hate it? Like, you're just gonna get stats and remove stats from their board. Empty board? Okay, but like, let's see. As long as you have 1 minion, I just shoot 5 rays at random minions. They give friendly minions +2 and deal 2 damage to enemy minions. Well, it does 2 to like 1 enemy minion. Is how I understand it, right? So it shoots a ray. Either it buffs your minion +2/2 or deals 2 to 1 enemy minion. Correct? Doesn't do damage to all enemies, just 3 hit. Yeah. Weird wording. Their wording is always weird. It is. But if it was that would be really busted. If it did like AoE, no? Does it work with spell damage? I'm assuming it does. It does. Okay, so what's that other Paladin spell? That card's better. What's that someone's a 4/8, a 2/4, and a 1/2? I'd say that card is better. Like, I would take that card over this. So what do we rate that card? Like a 4.5? I want to say this is like a 4. I think 4 is probably fair. Take Party Up over this. Man, I've soured a little bit on Party Up lately. I don't know if I would. I actually don't know if I would. I think it's close between this and Party Up. But yeah, I like 4. 4 feels pretty good. I think generally playing this card will be like a good turn. I think rarely you'll play this and be like, oh man, that was terrible. I think most of the time it will be good. All right. The Countess, 7 mana, 7/7. Battlecry, if your deck has no neutral cards, add 3 legendary invitations to your hand. All right, chat, how often is your deck going to have no neutral cards in Arena? About 0% of the time. So it's a War Golem, which is terrible, so it's a 1. Keck W. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe you can do something cool and construct it, but in Arena, this is just terrible. War Golem's not good enough. Look at the invitation. Whoa. That looks so cool. If you played Purifier, true, that's fair. That's true. I mean, honestly, Purifier could also give you this, right? Ooh, I wonder. I mean, we don't even know if Purifier is going to be a thing. But imagine you go Purifier and then you get this card from it. That'd be pretty sick. But in general, it's bad, right? Okay. Done with Paladin. On to Priest. Before we do Priest chat, I'm going to hit the bathroom real quick. Everyone grab a snack, use the bathroom, whatever you got to do. take a look at the Suspicious Usher. Just give me 1 second and we will continue. All right. Let's continue blasting ass. Moving on with Priest. Hope you guys all got a snack. Maybe a Twix or something tasty. Hopefully not fruit because that's boring. Hopefully not veggies because it doesn't taste very good. Suspicious Usher. 1 mana, 1/3. Battlecry, discover a legendary minion. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. Holy, so this is the second of these suspicious cards. I feel like this one is really scary to me. Because the difference of getting a legendary minion and not getting it is kind of nuts. So, I mean, with any of them, it's a big deal, whether your opponent guesses it right. But I think oftentimes this will give you, like, what would you guys say, like 2 really good legendaries and maybe 1 that's bad? So, you know, whether you guess the 50-50, let's say, right, it's a big deal. could be pretty game warping. And as a result, I think it's really good. I think it's really good because, you know, there's a chance that it really will be a true just 1 out of 3, right? So most of, 2 out of 3 times they're just going to whiff. Like 4? Something like that, I think. But actually, you shouldn't play it this turn. But yeah, I mean, you're going to play it later, right? 4.5? Man, 4.5 feels a little high. Because if they get it, I guess, but even if they get it, you still get it, which isn't the end of the world. Swing can be amazing if opponent guesses wrong. It's still 1 mana, 1/3. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's more like a 4.5. Solid 4. I think I'm going to stick with 4. I think I'll stick with 4. But it's closer to a 4.5 than some of the other ones. I think all these suspicious cards are good, but this one is probably the best one. I'm trying to remember the third one. We'll see when we get there. All right. The light, it burns. It burns. 1 mana, kill a minion. Oh, wait, it doesn't say that? Well, mostly that's what it's going to do. 1 mana, deal damage to a minion equal to its attack. Nice, great. That'll be really fun to lose to. This card's bonkers. Like, obviously it won't always kill a minion, but, you know, very likely will do 5 damage to a 5/6 or, you know, whatever. Like insane tempo. And yeah, it's a common, so it's going to be everywhere. How good is this card, chat? It's like 4.5 to 5, I would say. I want to say 4.5. You guys think it's a... Some people are saying 5. I think 4.5 is probably fair. You know, sometimes they'll have like a 410 or something on the board. There's times where you won't be able to get like just a kill. But, yeah, it's very, very good. We'll go with 4.5. Oh, man. It's pretty crazy. Hit it very hard. Yeah, it's kind of like hit it very hard. I would say it's similar to that, except you don't have to take the face damage, which is a big deal. Yep. Mysterious Visitor. 2 mana, 2/3. Battlecry, reduce the cost of cards copied from your opponent by 2. It's an epic. So we will see some synergy cards with this, but most of the time it's just a 2/3, right? If it does hit, it can be a big deal. So what do you guys think? 3.5 maybe? For the small chance? It's like 3 to 3.5. I'll give it a little bump. Because I'm gonna dream big. But yeah, it's like 3.5-ish. The flavor text, Dave, we can tell this letter is fake. It's in your handwriting, and take off the stupid hood. You're embarrassing us. Is that a reference? Let me guess. It's an Office reference. It's always an Office reference. Am I right or wrong, chat? Smart or stupid? Cathedral of Atonement. 3 mana. Give a minion +2/1. And draw a card. Oh my god. Three cards? Again, you can't do it every turn, but every other turn you're going to get +2/1 on a minion and draw. Holy shit. I mean, this one's probably a 5, no? Yeah, this into the new 4-drop. Yeah, we'll see that one coming soon. Yeah, it draws... So, with these location cards, you can use it 3 times. Oh, God. So, I remember I was like, oh, we shouldn't ban these location cards. I still don't think we should, but oh, boy. They're going to be pretty crazy. It can go on enemies. Yeah, but you pick, right? You pick. Too slow, honestly, you think? I don't know. I mean, okay, so let's think about the card a little bit. You need to have something on the board for it to be a good play on turn 3, right? Like, ideally, you have a 2/3, you buff it with this, then you kill their minion, and then, you know, you're kind of off and running. If you don't have anything on the board, you have to buff their minion to draw, which is kind of rough. That's kind of true, actually. Maybe it's not a 5, now that I think about it. Because sometimes people just keep clearing your stuff over and over, right? No, activating locations is free. You don't have to pay anything to do it. Man, but you get stats. Like, you're going to play a minion and then just buff it, and everything's going to be overstatted. I still think it's really good. I'm going to stick with a 5. It's like 4.5 to 5. All right, Identity Theft. 3 mana. Discover a copy of a card from your opponent's hand and deck. So does this pop up 2 things? I'm guessing that's how it works. Like, it pops up the first thing. So it will tell you 3 cards in their hand as well. So you get info in Arena, which is pretty sick. Discover a copy of a card from your opponent's hand and deck. Wow. And then you get to see 3 more cards. So it tells you 6 of the cards in your opponent's deck. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. What do you guys think? And you get 2 cards. 3 mana to get 2. It's really good. 4? 4.5? Thinking about like it compared to Thoughtsteal, I think 4 is probably fair. The information might make it a 4.5. I'm going to go with a 4. But yeah, another great priest card. I like this one. I love playing with this, and it's common. Priest is looking pretty solid. Pelagos, 3 mana, 1/6. After you cast a spell on a friendly minion, set its attack and health to the higher of the two. I'm trying to think about how this works. So it's obviously, like, the idea is you could play this and just buff it immediately. Man, in Arena, it's not great, right? Because you have to find, you have to have a buff with it. It has to live. You'd probably want to play on, like, turn 5 or 6. It's too situational. Yeah. In Arena, it feels like a 2.5, maybe 2 to 2.5. I'm okay with 2.5. In Arena, you'll probably want to wait and play it later on when you have the mana to buff immediately. Still a 3 mana 1/6. 3 mana 1/6 sucks though, right? You don't want to play a 3 mana 1/6. All right, the Harvester of Envy. 3 mana 4/3. After you play a card copied from the opponent, steal the original. What the hell? Holy toxic. Oh, that's pretty troll. I don't think it's that great, but man, that's going to be so annoying when it does happen. Like, imagine taking it right from their hand, right? Like, you play this one. Wait. Oh, I passed it. I just totally missed it. Play this card. Get one from their hand in their deck. Then you drop this. And take one from each. That's pretty crazy. Could be a ton of value. Does it work as an MC? Oh, I doubt it. I doubt it. Chat, do you guys know? And yes, this will be on YouTube for anyone asking, 100%. Yep. If you miss it, don't worry. It'll be up on YouTube. It does? Really? What? Oh my god. Oh, that's so troll. Holy shit. I mean, so if you want to give it an arena rating, I don't think it's great. Like, you have to combo it for it to be good. But man, in constructed, that's so troll. What do you guys think? 3.5 maybe? It's just not going to work that often, is my feeling. Like, obviously, if you have the optimal situation set up and you pull it off, it just wins you the game. But the chances of that happening, I think, is pretty low. So, 3 mana 4/3 isn't terrible, though. So what, like 3.5? I don't think I even go to a 4, because it's just too unlikely to work. I like it, though. It's a cool design. All right, Boon of the Ascended. 4 mana, give a minion +2 health, summon a Carrion with its stats and taunt. This card's really good, right? Like, it's a little situational because you might have to buff your the enemy minion, but the fact that it gets taunt matters a lot. You know, on Pelagos, yeah, sure, that's like the ideal, way to make it work, but that's not gonna happen in Arena too much. Show the token, sure. Oh my god, that token looks so badass. What the hell? What in the hell? Like a 4? Chat? Reminds me of the 5 mana copy, pre-spell, and buff it. Yeah, it is very similar. What was the name? What's the name of that card? It's +1/2, and then you summon a copy of it. I think this one might be better, though. Well, so it's worse in the case of the original mini has a death rattle, because it doesn't gain that, right? But the fact that it has taunt, it matters a lot for keeping you alive. Yeah, Psych Split, yep. 4? 4.5? I think 4 is probably fair. It's definitely going to be, I think with Priest and Paladin, you're back just like killing everything, you know? Like, you don't want them to land anything. It's going to be back to the like clear idea. I'll go with 4 for this one. Partner in Crime. 4 mana. 2/5. Oh, that seems not that big of a deal. Battle Cry. Summon a copy of this minion at the end of your turn. What? What? What do you mean? It's also a common, huh? So the idea in Construct is that you'll buff. I'm guessing you wait and play this on like turn 8 or something, and then buff it, and then get, you know, crazy stats on the board. But just on its own, you get 2/2/5s for 4 is pretty nutty. Yeah, it only copies once, so you can't. It's not like it does it every turn, but still, like if you play this, bless it on the same turn, and then you get, you know, two 7/7s. So pretty crazy. You can play it on a full board if you're in a tournament. Yeah, because at the end of the turn, right? So how good? I mean, so people are saying like 4 mana fortune. I do feel like the stat distribution isn't great on it. Like 2/5s are like kind of eh. But I mean, with that said, it's still probably a 4.5, 5-ish. So I want to give this a 5. I don't know. I think 4.5 is probably fair. What do you guys think? You think it's enough stats as just instantly a 5? I'm thinking of the situation where they have a 5 attack 4-drop and it only feels okay. But if you buff it, it's just game ending. And even on its own, it's a lot of stats. I'm okay with giving it a 5. Let's do it. Clean the Scene. 5 mana. Destroy all minions with 3 or less attack. Infuse 3, 6 or less. Oh, God. Oh, man. Priest is going to be so toxic in this expansion, huh? I'm kind of loving it, though. I feel like Priest has been turd center for so long, and it deserves to have a bit of stupid stuff. Yeah, this card's busted, right? I mean, most minions will have 6 or less attack. So, and Infuse 3 isn't that crazy. So it's going to be 5 mana kill everything a lot of the time, right? 4.5. It doesn't kill like an 8 attack minion. So I think there are times where it will be a little underwhelming, but so I don't think it's a 5, but I think 4.5 is probably correct. Again, a card that you just look like will never pass, right? Everyone's saying I'm going to get mad about Priest being OP. No, I love new metas. It doesn't matter that Priest is a little toxic to be the best. It probably won't even be the best. Hunter will probably be the best, but it'll be fun. A switch up. I'm not going to get mad. Door of Shadows. Wait, we're on to Rogue, huh? Right? Rogue time? All right, on to Rogue. Get some coffee. Priest is the worst possible. True. I mean, I think it... Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I think Priest and Hunter are looking pretty crazy, right? Door of Shadows. 1 mana, draw a spell. Okay. Infuse 2, add a temporary copy of it to your hand. Oh. I think this is my first time seeing this card. So this is a card that's much better if you play it later on. And as a result, I think the Infuse 2 doesn't really matter much because you're pretty likely to get Infuse 2 off quickly. I'm not a big fan of things, again, that like draw directly from your deck, but this one you get to you get extra value from it. I like it. I like it a lot. What do you guys think? Depends on the spell you get, but like 3.5, 4? Still a shit top deck? Yeah, it's not a good top deck, but literally the next turn it's pretty good, probably. And even if you top deck it, getting a spell isn't the end of the world. Can you explain we have a command for it. I've talked about it a few times, so I don't want to go on and on, but there's the command. Should be good in Arena. I'm gonna go 4 actually. Is that too high? I love cards like this. I'm just going to draft good spells, like Reconnaissance and Jackpot, and then it will always be good. Just don't draft the shit spells. What do you mean wait too high? I'm just going to get the good spells. It's going to give me value. You guys are going to be jealous. Double Cross. 2 mana secret. So Rogue secrets are returning this expansion. Secret, when your opponent spends all their mana, draw 2 cards. Huh. So it reminds me a little bit of that secret, the other rogue secret. What was the name of it, chat? Where if your opponent played a spell, you draw 2. I would say that this one is better than that, because in Arena, people are more likely to spend all their mana than they are to play a spell. Yeah, dirty tricks, right? Card is so good. I don't know. I'm honestly, I'm still not crazy about it. Like 2 mana draw 2 is good, right? It's very good, but it's not. You can't draw it immediately. And there are some mind games of having a secret, but if you play it like in the late game, people might pick up on what it is and just not. Yeah, it might never trigger. You know. So I'm not huge on this card. It's okay. Like 3.5 isn't an above average card. I don't know. It's weird because this is a card where I would want to play it later on in the game. Like I'd want to play it because you know you don't want to spend mana not doing stuff. This is spending mana not doing stuff, not getting tempo. I mean, but in the late game, it's easier to play around. I think this card stinks. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about it. I don't think it's terrible, but don't you want to play it out early to pseudo force him to float mana? But I think that would be an incorrect play most of the time, right? I mean, maybe that will make the card a little bit better, that it will cause people to do that, to be like, oh, I'm not going to let them draw cards, so I'm going to play my 3-drop on turn 4 and my 4-drop on turn 5. But I think good players will pretty quickly realize that that's not the right way to do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with below average. I think it's a 2. Now there are there are some secret payoff cards, right? I guess one thing you could say, this is a card that if it doesn't trigger, like it's a card where, let's say in the late game, they're playing around it. Maybe you can get some synergy off, but that's so niche. It's probably not going to work very often. You're crazy. You guys think this card's... I don't think this card's that great. I just... Like, Arcane Intellect. How good is Arcane Intellect currently? How good is it? Is it amazing? It's okay. Right? I take it sometimes. This is 1 mana cheaper, but much more situational. Like, I don't know if that's, like, the 1 mana difference is big enough. And you don't get the draw instantly. Like, for me, when I draw cards, I want to draw them immediately and find stuff and, like, have it change my turns. Delayed 2 mana draw 2 also with your opponent. Yeah. I mean, the F with your opponent thing does have value, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I'm going to stick with 2. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Kidnap. 2 mana secret. After your opponent plays a minion, stuff it in a 0/4 sack. Now, this card, I think, is really good. So, for anyone who doesn't know how this works, they talked about it a little bit. This is what the sack looks like. When they play it, it goes into the sack, and this spawns on your side of the board. When they kill the sack, if they're able to kill the sack, they don't get it back on their board. It goes back to their hand. So then they'd have to spend mana on it again to play it. It's pretty nuts. Even in the worst case situation where they can play around it with like a 2-drop or something, you know, they just play a 2. That's okay. It's not great then, right? But it's still fine. So it's really good, I think. And there will be times where you just can't play around it, you know, and it's, yeah. And yeah, I'm assuming it... Do battle cries trigger? I think they don't, chat. Can you guys confirm? I think battle cries don't trigger. Oh, they do. They do. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes it a little bit worse, but for Arena, it probably doesn't matter too much because it says after your opponent plays a minion. Fair. I'm assuming if you like shadow step the kidnapper sack, the minion just goes poof. Is that correct? So like, or Brewmaster or something. I would guess then no one gets the minion. Is that correct, chat? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's really good. 4? I don't know if I want to quite say 4.5. Like 4.5, people will probably have something to drop into it most of the time. 5? Oh, I don't know about that. 5? It's a sap where your opponent can kind of decide what you sap, though. I think 4 is pretty fair. All right. Serrated Bone Spike. 2 mana, deal 3 damage to a minion. If it dies, your next card this turn costs 2 less. So it can't go face, which is a big deal. It's okay, right? This feels okay. This is so good. I mean, I think in Constructed, it's probably going to be nuts. But in Arena, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be, like, great. It's basically a free deal to... No, not necessarily. You can prepare minions because of this. You can prep minions. Yeah, no, I understand there's ways to do that, but that's like a Constructed combo, right? It's not going to happen in Arena. It's still 2 mana cheat. Yeah, I mean, how good is Backstab these days? I think we talked about this a little bit in the reveal stream. Like, Backstab is good, but I don't, like, love Backstab anymore. It's not like I take it every time. Rather have Tooth over this? Oh, 100%. I don't think it's... Tooth and Nathria is just a lot better than this, no? I think it's still good because it does what Rogue wants to do, which is get ahead. Like, you want to get ahead with tempo. So it's probably still above average. I feel like it's about like a 3.5. I'm going to go 3.5. Oops. I take it over a lot of things, but I don't think it's like an auto pick. I love how everyone's talking about prep with this. Thank you, chat, for letting me know how you can cheat out a minion. Yes, because we all draft prep in Arena. Yeah, I probably will take this after I picked up my prep, and then boom, I'll get out a 6-drop on turn 4. Woohoo! But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool interaction. I understand why you guys bring it up. But in Arena, it's not going to do shit, right? Okay, Sinstone Graveyard. 2 mana, summon a 1/1 stealth ghost. Has +1/1 for each other card you played this turn. Kind of interesting card. I can see the potential in Constructed, right? They're going in on like the cheap cards. In Arena, it feels like okay, right? Like okay. You play this. I don't know. The problem is, like, when do you really want to play this? If you play it on turn 2, you can play it and get a 1/1, but you don't really want to do that. So are you going to pass turn 2 and not dagger to instead? I mean, I guess like the best scenario is you coin it out on like turn 2. You coin, play a 1-drop and this, and then use the location, and then you get like a 3/3. It's still not that great though. I don't think it's very good. Like below average is my opinion. Like 2. I feel like it's below average. I'm gonna go 2. It's better late game. Yeah, I mean it's better late game, but then even late game, how often are you dropping like a? You have to spend mana for this. It only has 2 charges, so you spend 2 mana for the effect, and then let's say you play a 3, and a 2, and you get a 3/3. It's like, wow, I don't know. I don't think it's that great. Let's take a look at the tokens. Whoa. Okay, chat. I may need to change my rating. Haunted Conscience is kind of smoking. Like, can I bump it a little bit? Holy moly. That art came out of nowhere. I was expecting, but that is not what I was expecting. We're going to stick with the 2, but holy moly. Whew. Okay. Sticky situation. Zoom, please. No, you guys can look it up yourself. Sticky situation. 2 mana. Secret. After your opponent casts a spell, summon a 3/4 spider with stealth. I kind of feel like I'm in a sticky situation after seeing the token on the previous page. Is that a good one? Good? No? Okay, what are we rating this card? Move on. Stop being weird, chat. Okay, stop being weird. Show spider. Okay, let's be fair and show the spider. Not as exciting as the other art. What the heck is this? Tomb Crawler. What the hell is this thing? It's a purple spider. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. This card feels very meh. Agree? Meh? Like, alright. If they play a spell early on, then the 3/4, you know, is good. Like a 2-mana 3/4 is good, but it's a delayed 2-mana 3/4. Sometimes they don't play a spell until late, and then a 3/4 spell doesn't feel like it does that much. Reminds me a bit of, well, we basically have had this card, right? With Hunter. What's the name of it? The 4/2? The 4/2 with stealth? Cat Trick, right? I'm not even sure if this is better than Cat Trick. Like, I think I'd rather have a 4 attack minion than a 3 attack minion, even though this has more health, right? What do you guys think? 3? 2.5? I think I'm going to go with a 3. I'll say average. You're probably going to get something fairly early. Probably. It's 2.5 to 3. All right, on the next one. Ghastly Gravedigger. 3 mana 4/3. Epic. Battlecry, if you control a secret, choose a card in your opponent's hand to shuffle into their deck. So again, how often are you going to make that work, right? If you do make it work, it's broken. But you're going to make it work, what? 10% of the time? I guess this is one of those cards where, like, if you do draft a secret, you might just save it to combo, right? Like, you just wait until turn 5, and then you go secret plus this just to be able to shuffle immediately, because the effect's pretty nuts. Shuffle means they lose the card and don't draw. I always think shuffle into their deck means they draw a card, but I don't think that's how it works, right? This is just shuffle into their hand, and they just are -1 card. 3 mana 4/3 isn't terrible. What is this one? I think it's like a 3.5. I would say a 3 mana 4/3 is what, like a 2.5? Will we get this, a whole 1 for it for the effect? Maybe not. Maybe like a 3. I think 3 is probably fair. All right. Halkias. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. 4 mana 5/4 elemental. Death Rattle. If you control a secret, store Halkias' soul inside of it. It resummons Halkias when triggered. Yeah, so, you know, obviously Secret Rogue synergy. 4 mana 5/4 is fine. Like probably a 3 or so. Pretty similar to a 3/4 on 3. Around 3. What do I say? 3.5. I guess if you do get the Secret synergy, it's insane though, right? Maybe it's better. Maybe a 4. Like if you do get the synergy, you get 2 5/4s. And then it can resummon. I mean, I see the idea constructed. Then it resummons, and then you play another secret, right? And then it's like Halkias is on the board forever. Kind of the idea. But, yeah. You're never picking this over to their legendaries? Whoa, never is pretty harsh. Never? Never? I'm giving it a 3.5. I don't think never. I'm going to make the... Maybe if you're Redbeard, you're never taking it. If you're Dreads, who tries to build unique, cool decks, and will try to make a Secret Rogue for chat, there's a good chance he'll take it. So I think it depends on the person you're watching and how you are as a player, right? I'll go 3.5. Necrolord Draka. 4 mana 3/4. Battlecry, equip a 1/3 dagger. +1 attack for each other card you played this turn. Oh man, and constructing this thing's probably nuts. Make a big dagger, smack him in the face with all the cheap cheat stuff. Okay, so how good is a 3/4 and a 1/3 dagger? Pretty trash, right? If your opponent takes your secret with the soul inside, do they get Halkias? Like if they steal it or whatever. I don't know. I would guess yes, but that's a very niche situation. In Arena, it's a 3/3 at best, or 3 at best. Yeah, I don't think this card's very good. Getting a cheap dagger just doesn't feel strong. Like I would say you need it to be 3 damage for it to feel good. So that means you play this and 2 other cards. Yeah, that's going to be pretty hard to have it be good. Coin Draka feels amazing. Does it even though? I mean, you get a 2/3 weapon and a 3/4. It's okay. It's okay. And that's probably the best case, right? I don't know. I just don't rate those like small attack rogue weapons very highly. It's kind of weird with the hero power. Because you guys are saying it's like a better Wrathy weapon. So the rogue's a class that has a hero power that gives them a weapon anyways. So I'm not too crazy about it. 2.5-ish. I'll go 2.5. It's again one of those things. If you're offered other good legendaries, you're probably gonna skip this one. All right, Private Eye. 4 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, cast a secret from your deck. Combo 2 instead. So in Arena, it's bad. Right? 4 mana, 3/4 is bad. I mean, if secrets are offered a lot, then maybe it's okay. But generally in Arena, this is terrible. So as like an overall rating, probably give it a 2. A 2. Thins out the deck if you draft secrets, though, right? He gave the Talk Strider a whole point hider. What? Yeah, this card's better. This card versus this in Arena? Okay. Both of them require specific circumstances to be good. This card requires you to play this and then play like 2 or 3 other cards in the same turn. So it will only be good on like turn 8, maybe. Or if you coin it, it's okay on turn 4. Not even great. This, I can drop at any point and just get a 4 mana 5/4. Just drop it. And that's fine. I don't hate a 4 mana 4. And if you do have a secret and you play it on turn 6 with the secret, it could very well give you 2 of them. So the payoff is way bigger. Yes or no? Yes, Dreads is right once again. I already gave Private Eye a rating, right? It sucks. What did I give Private Eye? 2? Yeah, okay. Moving on. On to Shaman. On to Shaman. Convincing Disguise. 1 mana. Transform a friendly minion into one that costs 2 more. Infuse 4, transform all friendly minions instead into one that costs 2 more. Whoa, huh. Oh, man. Interesting card to value. What do you guys think? If you play it for just a single evolution, it feels pretty meh, no? I think that your chances to lower evolutions is pretty high these days. But if you play it for Infuse 4, oof. Could be pretty nasty. 3.54. Can still be huge for 1 mana. I think it's unlikely to be great for 1 mana. Depends on how much spread Shaman has. There is some token. There is a lot of totem synergy, huh? And totem generators, which mean you transform that and you get 3 drops. That's not terrible. Okay, I'll go 4. I think there's enough upside for this card to be okay. And then with the cards that we'll see. That seems fair. Muck Pools, location card. 1 mana, 3 charges, transform a friendly minion into one that costs 1 more. I like it. I like it. The thing about this card is you oftentimes pass turn 1 anyways, so you keep it in your opener. And most of the time, ideally you take a free kill and then evolve your minion. Or if you play like a battle cry, discover minion or something, then you could evolve it immediately just to get like better stats. I think it's pretty good. You know, the great thing about this card is you can wait to the late game to get full value out of it, you know? Like you can plan ahead and find cards that work well. That I like it a lot. 4 maybe? I think 4 is probably fair for this card. I like it a lot. Shield? What do you mean shield? Alright, Carving Chisel. 2 mana, 1/3. After your hero attacks, summon a random basic totem. I like it. I like another one. Quickly explain how those work? Sure. Okay, last time. Locations. You play this for 1 mana, and then every other turn, you can use this. And it's free to use. Boom. That's how they work. It's a lot of totem value. And I remember when we've had other like token weapons come back for Shaman, they don't feel that bad. Like just being able to ping in a hero power or in a class that doesn't have a hero power to ping feels good. And this will just give you stuff on the board. I actually like it a lot. Yeah, great for infuse. If it was 2 damage, it'd be broken. 1 damage, you know, won't kill a whole lot. I feel like this is a 4 again. I like it. And you can even like take it and like just smack face and just get a totem too for stuff on the board. I like it. I think Shaman will be pretty fun this expansion too for Arena. Party Favor Totem. 3 mana, 0/3 totem. At the end of your turn, summon a random basic totem. Infuse 2, summon 2 instead. Nah. No. Yeah. I mean, it's for constructed. All these cards are for constructed, right? But this one isn't very good. It's too expensive. Like a 1.5. I mean, it's only somewhat decent if you can summon 2 of them, right? We'll give it a 1.5, but that card's not going to be drafted very often. All right, Primordial Wave. 3 mana, nature spell. Transform enemy minions into ones that cost 1 less, and friendly minions into ones that cost 1 more. Oh yeah, I remember this card. Oh god, I can't wait to get wrecked by this card. You know, all of their minions somehow get upgraded by reducing mana cost, and all of my minions somehow just are shit tier. And you're like, how does that work? It's supposed to upgrade. I paid 3 mana for this. Not as good as it looks. Yeah, it's kind of, honestly, I feel like it's kind of expensive. Like maybe it shouldn't feel expensive, but 3 mana. Like oftentimes you'll only want to do one or the other. No, like you'll want to reduce their stuff or adjust your stuff. Might be a little bit weird to find times where it's great to do both. You guys saying 5 are trolling. I know you think it's fun, so you're probably rating it based on fun, but. Yeah, it's flexibility. Not really though, because you don't get to choose. You're not like, oh, I just want to transform their stuff or just mine. You have to do both. It's full fiesta. I think it's okay. But is this an above average card? I mean, it definitely can have a game winning effect. What do you guys think? 3, 3.5. I think it probably is around, like maybe like slightly above average. 4, I think 3.5 is feels the best to me. It's such a troll card though. All right, Baroness Vash. 4 mana, 3/6 Naga. If this would transform into a minion, summon that minion instead. Really interesting card. I don't know if you will take it over other legendaries. It kind of depends on how good the other legendaries are. The vast majority of the time, it's just a 4 mana 3/6, right? Which is fine. But just so you guys know and don't mess up while using this card, or if your opponent has it, if you try to like polymorph jellyfish this, they will get a 4/1 on their board instead. So don't do that. Don't do that. Some other interesting interactions with it. Faces Corruptor. So if you play Faces Corruptor on this, I'm assuming you would get like just 2 4/4s. It wouldn't transform it, right? So, oh, it's kind of cool with these other cards though, right? Like this card and this card. All right, so it's got a big evolve Pog energy, huh? Interesting. It's good. 4 mana 3/6 is still fine, and it has upside and can be annoying to remove. So this plus unstable BOP. If unstable is in the meta at the same time as this card, that would be disgusting. Yeah, that would be disgusting. Oh yeah, location 2. Oh yeah. With the location 2. Okay. There might be enough cards to justify this. Now that I think about it, and it's going to be hard to remove instantly. Okay, I'll go with a 4. I was going to go lower than that, but I'll go with a 4. Cool card, though, for sure. I do think they've taken some interesting design passes this expansion. There's more cards that make me like kind of think, interesting, you know? Like, oftentimes, all the cards are kind of similar, and there's one new keyword or something. But they've definitely explored some like deeper options, which I think is cool. All right, Crud Caretaker, 4 mana 1/1. Battlecry summon a 3/5 elemental with taunt. Unrelated card, Untreated Filth. Wait, is this Redbeard? Oh my god, it's so nice of them to make a card for Redbeard. Untreated Filth, 4 mana 3/5 elemental with taunt. Pog. All right, so how good is this card? Obviously, it's nuts with Evolve, right? It's really crazy with Evolve. This is another card that's going to be really good with the location stuff, because you can transform this one immediately. And it's not bad stats. A 3/5 and a 1/1 is like okay, right? It's like okay. Stop saying the 1/1 looks like me. Stop it. Dread summoning Redbeard. So how good? 3.5 maybe? It's got some upside, but again, Arena, it's mostly just whatever stats it is. I think 3.5 is probably fair. I hesitate to do higher than that. A 4 for this card, I don't think the stats are distributed well enough. All right. The Stone Right, 4 mana 5/4 battlecry. For the rest of the game, your totems have +2 attack. +2 attack is a lot. I would still argue that it's not enough to... Is it enough to take this over other legendaries? So you summon most of the time 2/2 totems. I guess the body is fine though, right? 4 mana 5/4. Okay. I guess it's pretty good. Like a 4? I don't know if I'd say 4.5. But a 4 seems pretty fair to me. It's like between a 4 and a 4.5, I would say. If you play it on 4, it could be really good value. Yeah, I think that's fair. I'll go with a 4. Hey, stop boobing. Eyes on the streamer. Criminal Lineup. 8 mana. Choose a friendly minion. Summon 3 copies of it. Overload 2. 3 copies of it? Holy. Number 1. Could you please sing the opening to I Want It That Way? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Wait, how's the rest of it go? Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way. No matter the distance, I want you to know. Okay, enough. How good is this card? How good is it, chat? What do you think? How good? The problem is you need a minion on the board for it. if you have a minion on the board and it's like a decent minion, like let's say a 6-drop, you probably just win the game, no? But you need something on the board. Choose a friendly. If it just read choose a minion, it would be way better if you could like hit any minions. But it's pretty expensive. If you play it on a 5, if you play on a 4+ drop. Imagine Scalebane on this. I think it's pretty good. Yeah. I guess it's not all that unlikely that you'll have something stick, right? Very hit or miss. It's got big potential. I don't think it's a 5. I think it's saying 5. It's too likely to be a dead card, in my opinion. What I do think is it's a card you're going to need to play around, right? So you can't... It's going to be risky to go face against Shaman and leave up like a single minion. Because you get hit by this, and then on the back, and it's hard to deal with. Feels like a 4 to me. Because I think the upside, you know, like I talk about this a lot in Arena, but you need to have ways to win games, you know? Like just playing decent minions on curve, taking value trades, oftentimes doesn't win you games anymore. You need to have something crazy that you can do. And this is pretty nuts. So I think 4 is fair. I'll still draft it a lot. All right. Is it Gigantotum? Gigantotum? Gigantotum. 10 mana, 8/8. Costs 1 less for each totem you summoned this game. Oh man, I'm going to pop off with this card. I'm going to pop off. I'm going to be like playing the 2 mana weapon. Gigantotum. Sounds fucking weird. Starts out only costing 10, so it's always is playable. I don't hate it. What do you guys think? How good is this? 2? You think it's bad? You only really need like that weapon to make it good. The weapon is 3 totems on its own, so this becomes 7 mana. You hero power 1 other time. It comes down on turn 6. It's not terrible, no? Way worse than the draw giant that is in this meta. That's probably true. It's probably true. Not bad. Now it's just time bound. Yeah, of course. But time bound's broken. 4.5 like every single other card. I haven't even given out many 4.5s. This works with the last card. Wait, what was the last card? Criminal lineup. It does. That's actually true, right? That's probably the idea in Constructed. You get this thing to be really cheap, like 2 mana with all the fucking totems you summon, and then you summon a bunch of these. It's not going to work in Arena, but yeah, it's kind of cool. 3.5 to 4 is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 3.5. I'd say it's above average, but not a lot above average. It's one of those cards where if you do get the perfect deck for it, it'll be nuts, though, you know? Like 3 8/8s win a game in Constructed. Yeah, fair. But I mean, that's probably the idea of it, right? All right. Flustered Librarian. Oh, 4. Yeah, because you get 3 extra. Yeah, fair. Flustered Librarian. Wait, we're on to Warlock. Oh my god. And then Warrior, and then boom, we're done? Just kidding. We have all the neutrals. Holy shit. Just when you think you're done, god, card reviews take forever. Especially when you were analyzing every card perfectly. Guys, are you looking respectfully in chat? Please look respectfully. Thank you. Oh, let's do it. 1 mana, 1/3. Has +1 attack for each imp you control. So it's a 1 mana, 1/3. 90% of the time, which is fine. There is some imp synergy card coming, but most of the time it's just a 1 mana, 1/3. And Warlock, I don't hate it. 3? 3.5 because a little bit of upside. Seems fair. Impending catastrophe. You know what this reminds me of? The impending catastrophe of Merps's card review coming soon, where all of their reviews are way off, and then people go back and review it and see how Dreads was correct with all of his stuff. And the impending catastrophe that is their review. Got him. Okay. You guys should watch it, though. GrinningGoat. Okay, go hang out with them. They're good people. Well, Edwalkta's good. I don't know about that Merps guy. 2 mana, draw a card. Repeat for each imp you control. Shadow spell? What? What? What is this? Bad? How bad? Is bad, right? Bad in Arena? Yeah, I mean, you've tapped for cards and almost spent 2 mana to do that. Need imps need a bunch of imps on the board. 2.5, really? Oh man, I'd say it's worse than that. Depends how you like to play it. Pop off of the right deck, yeah. But generally in Arena, that's not so good. I'm okay with the 2. I guess if you draw 2 with it, that's fine, right? I would say 2 mana draw 2 is worse for Warlock than other classes, but it's still good in that situation, right? Vile Library. Another location card. 2 mana. Give a friendly minion +1/1. Repeat for each imp you control. Garbage, right? This is not enough. Like, you have to have imps for this to be playable. So, garbage. You can see how crazy the difference is where, like, some of the location cards are going to be great in Arena, and then some of them are just, like, bad. Bad. You'd say this is a 3? Wait, this card? This one? Still goes +1/1 twice? Yeah, that's horrible, though. 2 mana for +1/1? Delayed? No, just once. No, you get because OBP's saying because there's 2 charges, so you can give +1/1 on that turn and then +1/1 later. I don't want this card. I don't want this card. This card sucks. I'm pretty sure. It's a 3. You control trades better. I don't think it's good, chat. I really don't. I don't think it's terrible. I'm going to go with the 2. I think it's below average. I can see what you guys are saying, right? In Arena, you can decide when you use it to, like, trade up and stuff. Like, that does have value. I agree. But it's one of those, like, it's only going to be good if you have imps. And if you have imps, it could be broken. But just in general, I don't think there's going to be enough imps to make it good. Should rate these cards and how angry you'd be to lose to them. That wouldn't make sense because I don't really get angry. Right? Kind of a boring review, you know? Shadowborn. 3 mana, 3/3 beast. Death Rattle. Reduce the cost of the highest cost shadow spell in your hand by 3. What? Reduce the cost of the highest cost shadow spell in your hand by 3. What? Bad? I think it's bad, right? Hey, there's got here. Can you restart, please? No. Watch it on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. Always YouTube. 2.5. You think it's good? I guess that's not good. It's slightly below average. I feel like it's like a 2. Most of the time, you won't have a shadow spell. And playing a 3 mana 3/3 sucks. No. God, we're just rattling off the 2s. 2. All right. Suffocating Shadows. 3 mana shadow spell. When you play or discard this, destroy a random enemy minion. Chat, you know what's going to happen? I'm calling it right now. I'm going to have 2 6/6s on my board. My opponent is going to play Spawn of Deathwing, discard this, and kill both of them, and I'm going to fucking smash my keyboard. And I normally don't do that. I normally don't get that angry, but I'm just going to fucking pummel that thing. I mean, it's most of the time it's just a Deadly Shot in Arena. And Deadly Shot is fine, right? I mean, I'd still draft Deadly Shot in Warlock. There's better cards, like the 2-man deal 6 cards better. Obviously, Spawn's a lot better, but it's still good. It's basically whatever Deadly Shot is. What would we consider Deadly Shot for a Warlock? I still think it'd be like a 4, no? Is it a 3.5? Definitely still pretty damn good. I think I'm okay with a 4. Not bad, not bad. All right, tome tampering or tomb tampering? Tome tampering. 3 mana, shuffle 1-cost copies of cards in your hand into your deck, then discard your hand. What? Shuffle 1-cost copies of cards in your hand into your deck, then discard your hand. What the fuck is this supposed to do? Okay, so chat, tell me what do people do with this in Constructed? What is the plan? Like, what are you trying to do with this card? I mean, it's a 1, whatever the lowest is, but what's the idea behind it? Broken mana chi combos, the imp that draws. Run all 10 costs, but that doesn't even work, right? Shuffle 1-cost copy of the cards in your hand. Oh, I see. In your hand, I see. So you have a bunch of big things. And then you shuffle, and then you discard, and then you top deck big stuff or some shit. Okay, I understand. All right. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm sure that will do great in Constructed. Mischievous Imp. 4 mana, 3/3 demon. Battlecry, summon a copy of this. Infuse 3, summon 2 instead. Whoa. It's good, right? Really good? 5? Oh, I don't know. You think it's 5? All right. So are you going to have Infuse 3 on turn 4? If you do, it's a 5 card, right? 4 mana for 3/3s on turn 4 is pretty insane. Yeah. It works with the location. I mean, it's one of those things, right? The location, the rating I gave it was based around you're not going to have many imps. If you're actually able to draft this a decent amount, it's pretty insane. 2/3 trade with a 3/4. Well, yeah, but I mean, if you play 3, it's pretty crazy. I don't think it's a 5 though. I think it's more like 4.5 ish range. Probably more likely to be played on turn 6 or something. Was Infuse? So Infuse when minions on your side of the board die, the Infuse counter goes up. I want to say a 4. It's 4 to 4.5. I would give this one a 4.25. Okay, I'll go 4.5. I'm on the Infuse train. I'll go 4.5. It's a lot of stats. 9/9. I'm going to only play it when I get 2 copies. Copium. All right, Lady Darkvein. 5 mana, 3/6. Battlecry, summon 2 2/1 shades. Each gains a death rattle to cast your last shadow spell. What the fuck is going on with this card? Oh, so this is a Curse Warlock card. I'm trying to, get into the constructed brain. I'm assuming the idea is that you have your curses scaled up, and then you play this, and then you get additional ways to scale your curses to do additional damage, correct? Decent stats. Yeah, it's not bad. 5 mana, 3/6, 2/1. I mean, you could get pretty kecked by what spells it casts, though, no? Couldn't it, siphon your own minion and stuff? But it's fine. I mean, a 5 mana for a 3/6 and 2 2/1 2/1s is fine. What do we give this? 4? I mean, is Infestation a shadow spell? That would be pretty nasty. I don't remember. What's Infestation? No, it's Fel? Okay. So what are the big hits for shadow spells off of this? Okay, is there anything really good? To me, it just feels like support for Curse Warlock. Shadow Waltz? Oh, the next card? Okay, well, let's give this a rating. I'll take a peek at the next card. 5 mana, summon a 3/5 Shadow with Taunt. If a minion died this turn, summon another. Okay, fair. That's a decent payoff card. If a minion died this turn, you get 2 3/5s. Okay, fair. So what do I want to give this? I still think it's probably a 4. The chances that you play that card and then play this, I guess it is common. It's pretty low. Still a lot of stats. I think 4 is probably fair. I wouldn't say stats alone. It's a 5, chat. Like the reason that the dragon is so good, is because you get rush, right, and you get to kill stuff immediately. It's not that it has the amazing distribution of stats. It's just that you get to remove something. So I would say stats of this card is like maybe a 3.5, maybe. So I think 4 is fair. All right, Shadowwolts, 5 mana cookie. No, not right now. I'm working. I'm doing a review cookie. You need to leave. This is a professional atmosphere. We can't have pets. Shadowwolts, 5 mana. Summon a 3/5 shadow with taunt. If a minion died this turn, summon another. If a minion died this turn, it's probably pretty likely in Arena that you'll be able to play it for 2 3/5s. 2 3/5s is pretty good, no? Maybe a 4? Yeah, any minion, right? If any minion, so it doesn't have to be yours. Maybe 4.5. Yeah. The fact that they have taunt is pretty good too, huh? Okay, I'm down. Let's go with a 4.5. Seems pretty good. Imp King Rafaam. Ooh, Rafaam is back. 6 mana, 6/6. Legendary. Battlecry Resurrect 4 friendly imps. Infuse 5. Give your imps +2/2. Oh, man. The fuck? Dude. Wait, hold on a second. So wait, do you have to have imps die? Like, resurrect 4 friendly imps. It has to, yeah, because it says resurrect, right? Okay. So you don't just always get value. But if you do, I mean, this card seems pretty busted to me, no? Is it an aura? I doubt it's an aura. I'm reading it as give your imps +2/2. I'm reading that as it relates to the imps it reses, right? Like, so it turned your 3/2 into a 5/4 or whatever, right? Click on the related card. Infuse Battlecry. Summon 4 friendly imps that died this game. Give your imps +2/2. That isn't really specified. Does it? If this is busted, why isn't the location good? I mean, maybe it's not busted. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess it depends on... So how many things generate imps? That's not an imp, is it? No. Is this an... Oh, Mischievous Imp. That is an imp, yes. No. What? Like, none of these... I mean, maybe there's not that many imps, right? Fiendish Circle. Well, it depends on what cards are in, right? Is Fiendish Circle in... Remember now. If they made it in. There's a lot of things that categorize the imps from the old sets. Okay. Not enough imps. Flame Imp, Imp King Boss, Bloodhound Imp. Oh, Piggyback Imp? Sure. Even if you only resurrect like 2 imps, it's not too bad. If they're infused, then it's nuts, no? Okay. I think it's good. I'm saying that you don't need full value here. As long as you get the infuse, it's going to be pretty crazy stats. Like, just with like 2 imps. So, I'm a believer. How much of a believer? 4 to 4.5 believer? It's not a 5. I think that would be too much of a believer. You guys are all saying 4.5. Is that because you think it's actually a 4.5, or you just want to troll me of everything being a 4.5? We'll go 4. I'm down. Okay, fair. Okay, on to Warrior. Warriors, heed my call. Who says that? Isn't that a WoW thing? Warriors, heed my call. It is. It was from some raid, but I can't remember. Someone knows. Someone in chat always know. Is it Lich King? Is it KT? Which one? Why are you umming? Why are you guys umming? Arthas? Okay. Sanguine Depths. 1 mana. Deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +1 attack. Location. Dude, I am all about... I've decided I'm all about the location cards that are 1 mana. I think 1 mana location cards are going to be nuts. Your opening hand and they feel good to tempo out. This one seems really good. No? 1 mana for 3 pings when you need them. Or, you know, for a way to get like plus attack. And there's a lot of synergy with other warrior cards. It seems good. Good card, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's like a 4. 5? Oh, man. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I think 4 is probably pretty fair. Even 4.5 is a little high. They aren't always good pings, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I think most of the time you'll be able to find, you know, in the course of a game, it'll be good. Sometimes though, you'll top pick and it might feel a little bad, but I think 4 is fair. 4.5 again feels slightly high, but it's good. Is good. Anima Extractor. 2 mana 1/4. Whenever a friendly minion takes damage, give a random minion in your hand +1/1. Garbage, right? Say sanguine again. Is that correct? Is it sanguine depths? Sanguine. I think it's sanguine. I'm adjusting my pronunciation. Which one is it, chat? Sanguine? It's sanguine? Sanguine. Really? That sounds weird as shit. Sanguine? It rhymes with penguin. Sanguine. Sanguine. Sanguine Depths. It sounds weird. I'm going to say sanguine. Fuck it. You're going to have to deal with it. Okay, back to this card. Focus on the task at hand, chat. Focus on the task at hand. This card sucks? Yes or no? I think it sucks. I don't think it's very good. 2 mana 1/4 is kind of meh. Yeah, you get a little bit of buffs, but whatever. Meh. I think it's like a 3. 2.5 maybe? 2.5? 3? 2.5? Sanguine. Sanguine. It counts itself. Yeah. No, I understand that. 2? You guys think it's worse? I mean, okay, okay, how bad is a 2 mana 1/4? It's not that bad, is it? It probably will take 2 hits, which then means it will, okay, it's kind of interesting. Because you can drop this when you're going to make a bunch of trades, and then... Okay, it could be okay. Also, chat, don't forget... It works with the location. Whoa, you can ping your own minion and then get the value and also buff the attack of the minion. Wow. At least +2 too? I'd say a 3, 3.5, 3 at worst. I'm going with a 3. I don't think it's a 3.5. Fuck Anima Extractor. All my homies hate Anima Extractor. Conqueror's Banner. 2 mana. Reveal a card from each player's deck 3 times. Draw any of yours that cost more. Oh, great. That's going to be really fun to play. And then I'm going to play it. And then I'm going to get... I'm not going to draw any. And then I'm going to be pissed. I would say on average, you're going to get 1, right? If you draft a heavier deck, maybe... I guess Warrior goes a little bit higher. So maybe you get like on average 1.5 or something. I guess 1.5 would be the average if you had similar. Like, would you get 2? If you get 2, it's good, no? Cool card. I think it's interesting. Yeah, it's basically the return of Joust. You don't draw on ties. Reveal a card from each player's deck. Draw any of yours that cost more. Yeah, fair. So, I think it's too situational. Like a 2? Could even be worse than a 2. If you play 2 mana do nothing, that feels so bad, right? I'll stick with the 2. 1.5 feels a little low, but it's definitely a bit of a weird card. Yeah, you get info, which isn't terrible, right? That's something. Don't know how much that matters, but, you know. All right, Crazed Wretch. 2 mana, 1/4. Has +2 and charge while damaged. All right, so you play this with the location, and then you go Smork, and then he gets a 3/4 attack. Boom, got him. I mean, this is a combo card for Constructed, correct? So in Arena, it's pretty shitty. Cookie, hey, stop it. I gotta focus, okay? Not now. I'm kicking you out. Not now. Not now. Not now. It'll be a 4th location? Yeah, but I mean, we're not gonna give a rating based on having the location on 1. We're just not. I think it's bad. 2. Hit him with a 2 again. Cat butt, cat tail. We'll go with a 2. Cookie, hey, you're way too close to the mixer. You're gonna turn the stream off, okay? I pet you a lot earlier. You need to be understanding of my needs as well, okay? Go bother your mom. Cookie. Okay, are you guys happy? She's purring. She's like, give me more. No, that's enough. Back to the card review. It takes long enough, Cookie. It takes long enough. Wait, Riot comes up at the same time that I wasn't petting Cookie? How convenient. Was that causing you guys to riot? Ding! I like the the flavor text. Riot, no Blizzard. Because Riot's a game company and Blizzard's a game company. Cookie, can you go? Come on. Or at least move away from the mixer, okay, little one? Can you do that for me? Okay, you can hang. Okay. Okay, you're okay there. Can chat see you? No, they can't. Okay. Refocus. Riot, 2 mana. Your minions can't be reduced below 1 health this turn. They each attack a random enemy minion. Oh man, this is kind of a hard card to evaluate. Because you need to have stuff on your board for it to be good. If the board states are fairly even, it could be pretty nutty, no? What do you guys think? It's like Equality Consecrate if you have a board. Oh, kind of, but all your stuff will be 1 health. Oftentimes, right? Or like low health. You attack, then cast this? Yeah, absolutely. And you can play minions and then play it. Yep, absolutely. Should have enough uses to be good, huh? It's like, yeah, like Commanding Shout and Commanding Shout plus Rocket Boots with no card draw. Okay. Kind of like it. It's still situational, though. To me, it feels like, I don't know. Like, if I'm giving it an overall score, maybe a 3? 3.5, maybe? 3.5 is probably the highest I'd go for this one. Cookie, I can't even put in my my typing because you're in the way. I don't know. I think I'd go 3. I could be wrong on this one. I could, but pay a card for that. And sometimes it might make attacks that aren't great for you. Play this, then attack. They still live. Well, yeah, I mean, you can do it either way, right? 4.5, no shot. This is a 4.5. No shot. No shot. I think you guys are underestimating the downside of the fact that The trades can end up, leaving your board susceptible to AoE too, no? Means every minion can attack 2 times? Yeah, I mean, the upside is, okay, you go face or whatever, and then use as a clear or something. I just find that the cards like this, it can be a big swing, but it's also just sometimes a dead card. It doesn't really do anything. Your minion's going to attack again into the minions, so situational random. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah, so I can see what you're saying. So you guys are saying you can play this, have the attacks go off, see how the board, see what the board slate resolves at, and then change it, right? And then use your minions to clear it up. But then they die, right? If you do it that way, then they probably die. I'm gonna stick with 3. I think it's too situational. Oh, they can't be reduced during... You're right. Okay. Actually, you're right. It's not just during the animation. The whole turn. Okay, that does make it better. All right, I'm down to give it a 3.5. I think that does make it a little better. You can still attack with them after, and then they're immune. Okay, sure, fair. Yeah, I was missing that part of it. That makes sense. Can be reduced below 1 health this turn. They each attack random enemy minion, and then you can attack and do it. I missed that too. Yeah. It makes a big difference, actually. Because it means that when you make the trades after the randomness, you'll probably be able to keep a board and clear their stuff. So it is gonna be a shitty card to play against. I agree on that. All right, Imbued Axe, 3 mana, 2/3 weapon. After your hero attacks, give your damage minions +1/1. Infuse 3 +2/2 instead. And so you can't. It can't activate the infuse 3 while equipped, correct? If you play, you'd have to wait until you played this version of it. Okay. I mean, I think it's good, right? I definitely think it's good. Yeah, Riot plus Imbued. Yeah, of course. But the chances that comes together is pretty low. I'm just thinking about how good it is on its own. It doesn't buff your minions unless they're damaged, which I think is a little bit weird. No? How often are you going to have multiple damage minions? 3 mana 2/3 weapon is probably a 3 with no text. Maybe. It's like a reverse fiery war axe. I think probably that's fair. So it's obviously good, right? How good? 4? 4.5? I mean, if you start busting out +2/2, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy. I think my gut is 4, not a 4.5. 3.5? It does take up your weapon slot, which is something to think about, right? So you can't play Outriders while this is equipped. Oh, there's a bird. Go, Cookie, go. She saw a bird. Now she's running. We'll go with a 4. Maybe it's a little bit high. But, Cookie, watch your tail. All right, I'm going to go with a 4. Her tail is wiggling back and forth and whacking the Pokemon cards, and then they go everywhere. Cookie, hey, the tail. You're killing me, cat. You're killing me. All right, on the next one. Suspicious Pirate. 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, discover a weapon. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. All right, the final suspicious card, right? Discover a weapon. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. So it's a 3 mana, 3/4, so the stat line is fine. I mean, it's kind of the standard. Yeah, it's good, right? It's pure upside. Obviously, more mind games involved, but a 4? Man, if they don't guess it and you get it, it's pretty crazy. I think 4 is probably fair. Initiative with a weapon, so this is huge. Well, yeah, but you normally don't want to play it on the turn that you play this, because then they know what it is, right? 3 for a streamer, true, actually. I'm telling you, I'm going to get... My opponents are going to be gods at guessing this, I swear they are. They're going to be freaking legends, and they're like, oh, they figured it out. Yeah, I bet they did. All right, we'll go with a 4. Burden of Pride. 4 mana, summon 3 1/3 jailers with taunt. If you have 20 or less health, give them +1/1. +1/1. So that's 3 2/4s with taunt. If you're 20 or less, how often are you 20 or less as a warrior? Pretty often, huh? Because your weapons reduce your health, right? Rain of Toads, but a lot cheaper. And there's no infuse requirement. Interesting. I think it's pretty good. Quite often, yeah. So how good do we think? 4? 3.5? If you play it on turn 4, it's pretty nuts. I think I'm gonna go with a 3.5. Because sometimes it's gonna be a little weird, I think, to make work. Because you might armor up, and then I don't know, like you can just not armor up for this. Yeah, Rain of Toads I think was 6 mana, overload 3. I think that is correct. It was something crazy, bad, and it was still okay at the time, but times have changed. If you're below 20 health by turn 4, that's a big issue. Not really, though. I mean, oftentimes you're at 20 or lower, and you just use weapons and you have the board. So I'm okay with the 3.5. I think it's like 3.5 to 4. If it does infuse, it's nuts, right? Decimator Olgra, 6 mana, 3/7. Battlecry, gain +1/1 for each damage minion, then attack all enemies. Including face, right? Good card, Smork. Me, Smork. Huh. So what is this going to be on average in Arena? You're going to have 2 damage minions? That would make it a 5/9, which is pretty nuts. It's an interesting card to evaluate. 3.5, too situational. I don't know about that. Cats enemies too? Yeah. I mean, it's only minions. It doesn't count damaged heroes. It's AoE kind of. I mean, it's similar to the Hydra card, right? Trench Stalker. But like probably worse than that, I would say. But cheaper. 3 mana cheaper. It's pretty good. I actually think this is pretty good. 4 maybe? In the situation where you get a couple buffs on turn 6, it's going to be nuts. Probably clear their board and hit them in the face, and you can take trades first to make sure it does well. She's a 3/7 like Mankirk. Yeah, it's cool for flavor, and the stats seem fair. The stats seem fair to me. I'll go with a 4. I don't know how often you'll take it over other legendaries, but it's pretty cool. Oh man, this card. All right, Remornia Living Blade. Maybe one of the most unique cards they've ever printed in Hearthstone. 7 mana, rush. After this attacks, equip it. So it's a 7 mana 4/10. After this attacks, equip it. So the way this card works is it loses stats on each swing, right? So it's a 4/10 at first, and then if it, let's say it kills a 4/4, then it's a 4/6. Then you equip it as a weapon. I believe this is how it works. And then if you take a swing with it, it becomes a 4/5. Is this correct? Am I doing this right? And then it comes back to being able to rush again, etc., etc., etc. Play the YouTube clip of it. What does this look like? I don't have that kind of technology. I've got all of this set up. I can't just play the YouTube clip. You guys got to look at the YouTube clip. After your hero attacks, return this to the battlefield. Yeah. Yeah. The minion goes away. Yeah. So it transfers basically. It goes from the board to the weapon slot, back and forth. Yep. Yep. It's good. It has to be good, no? It must be good. 5, but not in a colossal RBO kind of way. I mean, the fact that this is 7 mana, I think is a big deal. If it was 8 mana, I don't think I'd be as crazy about it. But not many cards come down that are this big of swings on turn 7. You're going to kill something. You're going to either hit them in the face, or you're going to hit a minion, and then like it just seems nuts to me. I think it's got to be a 5. And really cool design. But I'm not upset about it, you know, like RBO type things or most of the colossals is like, fuck this is so stupid. But this one, you know, it'd probably be annoying to lose to, but doesn't seem as broken. All right. We're done with class cards. Thanks for hanging with me for this far, chat. How are we doing on time? How long has this taken so far? When did I start this review? I don't remember. It's been a while. I don't feel like we're going at a blazing pace, but to be fair, there's a lot more interesting cards in this set than in other sets. Like, there's a lot more to talk about because it's kind of unique. So here we go. Dredger Staff. 1 mana. 1/2. Battlecry, give minions in your hand +1 health. Am I crazy, or does this card look really good to you guys? It was revealed today, and I think it was just part of the card dump, but as an arena card, this just seems sick to me. Like, obviously, you know, it's a big difference if you play it on 1 versus later. Like, on turn 1, it's nuts. No, this is not me. Stop it. Not every... What character is this that you guys say is always me? It's not me. But yeah, on turn 1, it just seems insane. Like, all of your you play a, let's say, like in the ideal situation, you play a 1/2 on 1, you play a 2/4 on 3, you play a 3/5 Sunwell Initiate on 3. On turn 4, you're playing, let's just go with a Yeti, you're playing a 4 mana 4/6. Seems good. Seems really good. Quite nice for early game, yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, my thing about 1 mana 1/2s is generally I don't like them because it doesn't feel like they do enough. But this has like a subtle but I think big effect. So I'm a big fan. If you play it later on in the game, obviously it's a lot worse. So it's not like a 5 or anything. 4. I feel like 4 is fair. If you play it on 1, it could very well be like 4.5 plus range. But yeah, I'm not sure this is better than just a 1 mana 1 hand buff. But a 1 mana 1/1 hand buff is pretty good too, no? Coles, like we have the Paladin card, but that doesn't give you a body. I would rather have this, a 1/2 on board and then +1 health and +1/1, I think. I could be wrong, but it seems good to me. I like it. Didn't find them over it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think the stats could matter a lot these days. There's a 2 mana 1/1 Paladin card that had a body. Yeah, but that's a worse body, right? A 2 mana 1/1 versus a 1 mana 1/2. Yeah, exactly. You're saying the same thing. Yep. All right. Oops. Sinstone Totem. Wait, what? Why would you make a neutral totem card? What the fuck? Why? Blizzard? Why? Why not? Well, because it's stupid. Make it a Shaman card. No one wants to draft this fucker in Arena as another class. Maybe in Shaman you do. So in every other class, it's going to be offered to you because it's common, and you're going to be like, fuck this. No? It's a 1 mana 0/3 totem. At the end of your turn, gain +1 health. Wow, cool. Sick. Amazing. It's actually not that bad with buff classes. Strong? It's only maybe somewhat playable in like Paladin. Maybe, if you actually have buffs. This card's awful. If you take an overall rating, this is an easy like 1. Easy 1 if you take overall rating. 4.5. Yeah, 1, baby. 1. This is so I'm going to start a little bit of a rant here. There's a lot of cards in the... You guys will probably see this as we go through the neutrals. There are a lot of neutral cards in this expansion that aren't really neutrals. Does that make sense? Like, they say neutral, but they're actually disguised as class cards. Because they're only going to be good in, like, 1 or 2 classes, which is fucking terrible for Arena, because you're going to be offered these cards, and you're not going to want them, because they're never going to have synergy, and it's going to be annoying to draft them and have them offered over and over again. Except for the one time you're actually playing the class where it's good with it. So I actually really hate that they're doing that for this set, because it's almost like we don't get some cool neutral Arena because of it, or we get less of them. Does that make sense? Okay, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So this is one of them, right? We can keep count. This is 1. Anonymous Informant. 2 mana, 2/3. Battle cry. The next secret you play costs 0. This is 2. Now, what I will say, this one I'm okay with because the stats are fine, right? It's a 2 mana, 2/3. And, you know, so it's okay you're fine drafting this for other classes, right? It's all right. Overall rating is like a 3, right? Whatever a 2 mana 2/3 is, or 2.5. In Mage or Rogue or Hunter, obviously this card's quite good. Because the thing that you have to remember about this card is it's not this turn. It's the next secret you play costs 0. Which is a huge difference. You know, in the past, what was it? Like Kirin Tor, the 3 mana 4/3, it was all this turn. So, yeah, it makes it a lot better. But overall rating, I'd say we'll give it a 3. But in Mage or something, you know, assuming there's like okay secrets, it's probably like a 4 maybe, right? I think not having to have the secret in hand on that moment is a big deal. Stop looking at Booba, you weirdos. Weirdos! Alright, Crooked Cook. 2 mana, 1/4. At the end of your turn, if you dealt 3 or more damage to the enemy hero, draw a card. It's me, 2-bit Crook. Huh, what do you guys think? I think this card's a little hard to evaluate. Like, if you're ahead on board... and you're able to just keep pushing, it could just keep drawing you cards, you know? But a lot of the times, it's a 2 mana 1/4, which is pretty bad. I think it's meh. I don't think it's great. I think for an overall rating, it's probably a below average card. Maybe 2.5 or so. If you have the right deck for it, it could be good. I mean, if it just draws you 1 card, it's good. So, I think 2.5 is probably fair. It might be more like a 2, honestly. But we'll go with that. It's a unique card. I like them taking chances on cards like this, though. That's what I will say. Like, it's unique. You know, I like that. Maze Guide. 2 mana, 1/1. Battlecry. Summon a 4/4 for Dread's opponent. Summon a 1/1 for Dreads. Okay, that's not actually what it says, but that's what's going to happen to me. It actually says Battlecry summon a random 2-cost minion, but we all know that random means get fucked me. Opponent high rolls. Wham! Yeah, it's good though. It's really good. I would say one of the best 2-drops, probably, right? That we've had. 3.5. Oh, I think it's better, no? How many low rolls are there? You get an extra 1/1 and a 2. I think most of the 2-drops are, at least 2/3s or 3/2s, and you get extra stats. Depends on the sets, and maybe a little bit. I think it's going to be really good. I think this card's probably like a 4 to me. 3.5, it's random. Yeah, but even with it being random, right? Okay, yes, it is random. But you get a 1/1 on top of it. So I think it's pretty unlikely that you're going to get a 2-drop plus a 1/1 that's less stats than like a regular 2. No? I think it's good. You do have to be a little careful if Doomsayer comes back. Wait, is Doomsayer back? Doomsayer is back. Wait, is it not? Shit, I can't remember now. Didn't it go away and then come back and then... Is it here or is it not here, chat? It's back. Core? Okay. All right. So be a little careful playing this if you're like in a dominating situation, right? Priest of the Deceased. 2 mana, 2/3. Taunt, infuse 3, gain +2/2. Nuts, right? This card's nuts. It's a 2/3 taunt, which is fine. It's better than a regular 2-drop. And you can play it as a Yeti a lot of the time if you hold it, right? I like cards like this. It's one of those things where bad players will refuse to play it on 2 because they're like, oh, but to my value. But if you don't have another 2-drop, you almost always should just play it. But you can hold it if you have serviceable turns. So I like it a lot. It's very good. Straight up 5. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, on turn 2, it won't be infused. So you're gonna play it with another 2. Maybe on turn 4 would be like the optimal way. But it's very good. I think it's probably like a 4 to 4.5-ish range. I mean, it's great. It's a great card. I think 4 is probably fair. Probably similar power level to the last card. I think I would take this card over this most of the time, but they're both good. All right. Roosting Gargoyle. 2 mana, 2/3. Battlecry, give a friendly beast +2 attack. See what I mean? Again, I guess this is kind of okay. Maybe I shouldn't rant too much about some of these cards. Obviously, this is meant for like a hunter or a druid or something, but it's still fine, right? Like, it's okay. It's meant for a certain class, but it's all right. I mean, it's a 2 mana, 2/3, 99% of the time. Maybe not 90% of the time, which is probably a 3. Gets a little definitely gets a bump in Hunter. I would say Hunter gets the biggest bump, maybe a little bit in Druid. All right. Sketchy Stranger. 2 mana, 2/2. Battlecry, discover a secret from another class. Fine individuals revealed this one. Some fine individuals in a Redbeard. You guys remember? So, definitely an interesting card, right? Definitely an interesting card. It's good. I like it. It has a body. A 2 mana 2/2 obviously is a little understated, but not enough to not want the card. One thing to note about it is it's probably a little worse if you are Mage, because Mage secrets tend to be the best. Might be a little bit better if you're Paladin, because you're not going to get Paladin secrets, something we talked about a little bit during the reveal stream. But overall, it's just good. It's just a very good card. And a lot of the secrets are getting better. So I like it. I like it a lot. Like a 4? Is it a 4.5? I don't know. Are secrets impactful enough? Or 3 random ones? I think it's a 4. I think it's a 4. No, wait, it's 4.5. I agree. I don't think so. I think it's like 3.5 to 4-ish. 2? No way. No way. No way. All right. Volatile Skeleton. 2 mana, 2/2. Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. So this is kind of the foundation of that Mage deck that is going to be a thing in Constructed. Well, maybe they're going to try to have it be a thing. How good is this card on its own? I mean, it's good for trading up, It trades evenly with pretty much any 2-drop. And it can trade up. Oh, wait, but it can go face. Ooh. So it doesn't always trade evenly. It's a chance to go face. It's not... Kind of weird, actually. Pass, yeah. I don't think it's great. I think if it in arena, if it only hit enemy minions, it would be better. But the fact that it can go face is a little weird. Like a 2? 2 or 2.5? I'm not a huge fan. I think I'd go with a 2. Alright. Ashen Elemental. 3 mana, 2/4 Elemental. Battlecry, whenever your opponent draws a card next turn, they take 2 damage. What? Huh? Okay, so it always does 2, correct? Because they get the card at the start of their turn. I think you're great, Dreads. How about that? Thank you. I appreciate that. So how good is a 3 mana 2/4 deal 2 to the face? Pretty shit, right? It's like a 2 to 1.5, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's meant for playing around big pop-off turns, is my assumption, right? Like, you could, if Rogue is really good, then maybe you play this, and I don't know, something like that. I think it's pretty shitty, though. Duels card? Are they actually making cards for duels instead of arena? Please don't say that. Please don't say that. I'm going to go with a 1.5. I think it's pretty shitty. I hate 3 mana 2/4s. I hate them. Creepy Painting. Ooh, actually, it's not just for 1 turn. Hold on. Let me think about this card. Wait, I might revise it. I'm going to make it a 2. I know it's not a big difference, but whenever your opponent draws a card... Oh, no, next turn. Never mind. It is what I thought. Okay, never mind. I'm keeping it at 1. I thought it was like a permanent effect if it was on the board. Creepy Painting. 3 mana, 0/6. After another minion dies, become a copy of it. Terrible. All right? Terrible? Terrible, right? No? I mean, the problem with this card... I understand what you guys are saying, right? But do you want to hold this card for that moment? Like, is it worth it to hold this card for the moment when you're going to make a trade with like a 5 or 6 drop? Maybe, actually. And you can even do it to trade their stuff off. Ooh, okay. I can kind of see it now. Their big... You play this, you kill off their big minion... Wait, but how does that work? If you use your minion to trade into another minion, is it order played for which one you get? Like, I'm guessing that's how it would work. Like, whichever minion was on the board first, you would get? Probably? Or play it as a 3 if needed? Yeah, but playing as a 3 mana 0/6 is pretty shitty. First played you should get? It's kind of an annoying card. Definitely like... It's hard to evaluate. Like, wages situational, kind of, but I mean, a lot of arena is trading minions. So I'm not sure it is that situational, right? Like, there's gonna be a time in the game where where you're gonna want to trade off either one of your big minions or one of theirs. I think paying attention to order played, assuming that is how it is determined, will matter a lot, though. Like, whether you get a 3-2, like, it's going to happen, not to me, but my opponent will think they're going to get my my Cairn or whatever, and instead they get the shitty 3-2 that they had played earlier or something. It can be really gross with hard removal. Yeah, I mean, combo, I guess. It's an interesting card. I don't know. An overall rating, what do we give it? I want to say after thinking about it more, it's above average. It's an interesting card, and it has big upside. You guys think it's below average? I don't know. It's probably better than Faceless. Yeah, it feels like a cheaper Faceless to me. But if you have to tempo it, it's awful. But, you know, it's not that different from, like, having a 5-drop or 6-drop when you don't have the mana yet. Right? Thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm going to go... I'm going to go 3.5. You guys have talked me into it being decent. You have. I don't think it's bad now. I think you can make a situation. Maybe you baited me, maybe not. I feel like there's potential. In Arena, it's a lot about trading minions. I'm gonna kill their Colossal and fucking get my own Colossal. Let's go, baby. All right, let's go. We'll see. That one could be a big Keck W, but I hope I'm not wrong. All right, Dinner Performer. Oh my god, chat. Am I just being weird, or is there a lot more booba in this expansion than in previous ones? I'm just saying, like, I feel like the amount of booba has increased, and I may need more golden cards. We may need another bundle. Okay, Dinner Performer, 3 mana, 2/3 Battlecry. Summon a random minion from your deck that you can afford to play. This is another interesting card. I've said it a lot, but they definitely went a little bit crazy with some of the designs of these cards. So it's a 3-drop that you almost never want to play on turn 3. Like, it's a 3-drop to me that's a late game card. I still don't think it's going to be that great, though. Like, on turn... Like, even if you play in the late game, your deck's going to still have a lot of, like, 2-3 drops, right? So, yeah, you play it, and you pull a 3-2 or whatever, and it's like, Can afford to play means it will summon without using extra mana. Sorry, what do you mean by that? It will cost 3 no matter what it pulls. Yeah. The cost of it doesn't change, but you can't pick what it pulls, is what I'm saying, right? Like, it's just going to pull a random card. But if you play it on turn 10, you have a chance that it could pull a 7-drop. Right? That's just like the thing, right? But, I mean, the chances that you do that, just the way you draft Arena decks, it's very low. I would say on average, you're going to pull about a 3-drop. Which is still good in the late game, but you're drafting a 3-mana card that isn't going to be good until later in the game, and has a small chance to really pop off. I don't know. I don't think it's great. I think it's maybe above average, but not great. Like 3.5 maybe? It's an interesting card, but in theory it should be good on turn 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, that's probably maybe that's the ideal time to play it. Like, play it turn 6 with another 3-drop or something and get quite a bit of stats. 2, you guys think it's below average, huh? You don't think the upside's worth it? You play it on turn 6? I guess there's not that much upside. I mean, even you gotta wait till like turn 9 to have a chance to get a 6-drop. Turn 8 for a 5-drop is a pretty big deal, though, potentially. I feel like, man, it's hard to evaluate. Did I see? No, I didn't. Should I check it? The fact that it can still pull 2-drop on turn 9 makes a lot worse. Exactly, yeah. Or am I missing where it's bad? It's just -1/1. Yeah, but that's a big deal, right? -1/1's a huge deal, and it can pull cards that you don't want to pull, right? Like a Battlecry card that gives you something or things like that. So, I don't know. It's hard to give an overall rating to. I don't think it's great. I think you guys might be right. Like a 2.5. Because there are a lot of cards that you... I mean, it's not the end of the world if you pull a good battle cry, but it doesn't feel good. All right. Why don't you just play it on turn 6 with another 3? And it's, well, it depends what you pull, right? It's only really good tempo if you pull something big. You could just pull a 1-drop, right? And it's like, eh. Okay, Forensic Duster. 3 mana, 3/4. Oh man, this card. We revealed this card. 3 mana, 3/4 Battlecry. Your opponent's minions cost 1 more next turn. What do you think? What do you think? Are we pissed off? Is it going to make us angry? Probably going to make us angry. Most likely. Five next. Ooh, a 5? No. 5? 5? You guys think it's a 5? I think you guys are a little bit too much writing. It will be annoying as shit. I'm with you on that. I don't like this card. It is fucking... It is annoying. I'm with you. But 5? Come on. I don't think it's a 5. It's like 4 to 5, I would say. Like, playing this and then... Okay, so let's say you play it on 3 and you're going second. The next turn they have to play a 3-drop instead. It's not that bad for them, right? 4 and I hate it. I'm with you guys. I am with you that I hate it. I think it's like 4 to 4.5, but... I'm tempted to say it's better than Sentinel Initiate. You coin it out. So you coin it out and then they have to... play a 2-drop into it. Yeah, and then they get ahead. You get ahead, but still, you think it's like 5? A 5 for that? I think that's a little bit high. I'm with you that it's annoying. I'm with you that I wish they didn't make this card, but and even the late game, it'll be frustrating to play against. It can really mess up your turn. So I think it's like 4 to 4.5 is how I feel about this card. I mean, the fact is its stats are pretty good, so it's not like you're losing much by playing it. All right, I'll go with a 4.5. That way, if we write about it, I can say I rated it highly to start with. But it's super frustrating card, without a doubt. I don't really like that card. All right, Invitation Courier. 3 mana. After a card is added to your hand from another class, copy it. See, this is what I'm talking about again. Remember what I was talking about, like... Neutral card? Neutral, except it's only good in like Priest and Rogue. Neutral. I mean, it's still a 3/4. I get that, but the text could have something that's more useful for other classes, right? Okay, so overall rating, I don't know. Do we give this a bump of 0.5? Like 3.5 probably? It's probably only a 3, but... In Priest or Rogue, it could be a little bit better. So I'll give it a 3.5, but it's a spider tank for the vast majority of classes. Murloc Holmes. 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry. Solve 3 clues about your opponent's cards to get copies of them. I've already told you I do not have the YouTube video up for this. Do we all remember how it works? What I do remember is you have to get all 3 correct or you get nothing. So it's all or nothing. This card also is much better if you're playing it into a streamer and you cheat. I've got a raging clue. I think it's you need to guess a card that's in their hand, right? I think you need to guess a card that's in their deck. And then what's the third one? I think those are 2 of them. What's the last one? Do you guys remember? Starting hand, hand currently, and deck. Oh man, good luck. Good fucking luck. So the starting hand you might be able to get because they have already played it. Current hand and deck, good luck. Yeah, I mean, we can give it like a 3.5. I don't even know if I want to give it a 4. I think the chances that you're able to hit all 3 is extremely low. So I think 3.5 is fine. If you do hit it and you draw 3, it's nuts, but I think it's going to be very hard to hit. Complicated card. A lot of the cards in this expansion are pretty complicated. Okay, Prince Rinethal. 3 mana, 3/4. What? Wait. Here. Ah! It's not. It's already here and it's not draftable. All right, moving on. But it sure messed up constructed for a while. Okay, Demolition Renovator. 4 mana, 4/4. Battlecry, destroy an enemy location. Oh, man. So here's the thing about this card. You shouldn't draft it. You shouldn't. It's not good. You should not draft it. The second thing, people will draft it. The third thing, when people do draft it, they will play it against me when I actually play the location. That's how this card works. Overall rating below average, right? 4 mana, 4/4 sucks. So it's probably like a 2, if that. The upside is kind of good, but I don't know. I think it's probably still a 2. The chances they have a location in play at the time that you have this in hand is extremely low. I think I'm just going to go with the 2. Yeah, it's epic. It won't be that common. I don't like it, but it has to exist. Yeah, it's a constructed card, right? They have to have it as like a tech card for constructed. I get it. Okay, Dispossessed Soul. 4 mana, 4/5. Battlecry, if you control a location, discover a copy of a card in your deck. Control a location, discover a copy of a card in your deck. So it's a Yeti with like a little bit of an upside. So the body on this one's better, right? The other one's a 4/4. So this is what, like 3.5 maybe? 3.5 seems fair. Small upside, but a better body than the other card. 4, I don't think it's quite a 4. I'm not talking about her body. I'm talking about the stats, you weirdos. Murlocula. 4 mana, 3/4. Lifesteal, infuse 4, this costs 0. I don't really like it. Probably a little better in like a Warlock where you need the healing, or maybe in a Rogue or something, but I'm not a big fan. I don't think the payoff is big enough. What do you guys think? Infuse 4. So you'd probably keep in your opening hand, and it comes out, what, on turn 5? You get like a free 3/4, but it takes up a spot in your hand, so you might not curve out as well with it. And that's like the best case. Oh my god. Wait. Did it just kill that Murloc? Wait, what happened here? Looks rip. Spider tank on 3 usually, right? No, it's a 4 mana 3/4. 4 mana 3/4. Yeah, it's all or nothing. He doesn't like reduce it by 1. I know what you were thinking, that it's like an incremental infusion, right? I think it's pretty meh. Pretty meh. What do you guys think? 2? 2.5? The lifesteal's kind of useful. Much better at taunt. Yeah, definitely. I think 2 is probably fair. Scuttlebutt Ghoul. 4 mana, 2/5. Taunt. Battlecry, if you control a secret, summon a copy of this. Control a secret, summon a copy of this. Hey, Absolute Baby, what's up? What's up? It's bad, right? Like a 2 again, maybe? Maybe even worse. 4 mana 2/5 sucks. 1.5. I think this one's pretty shitty. But Dreads, what if you have a secret? Well, and okay, yeah, this is another one. Remember I was talking about it? This is stupid. This is stupid. Secret synergy is only relevant for a few classes. Why are our neutral slots, the arena slots, getting diluted with with neutrals? You feel me? Every class can get a secret now? Yeah, I mean, if you have one card that might generate it, maybe. Pisses me off. Okay, Theotar the Mad Duke. 4 mana 3/3. Battlecry, discover a card in each player's hand and swap them. What? What? This is terrible, no? Like awful? Okay. I'm just going to keep the 1.5. Like, the idea is you take a good card from there. It gives you information, right? And the idea is you take a good card from there and give them a bad one, but it's not good. It is not good. No. Famished Fool. We revealed this one too. 5 mana 3/5. Battlecry, draw a card. Infuse 4, draw 3 instead. All right, chat. So whose team are you on? Are you on Team Dreads that this card's good, or are you on Team Redbeard that this card isn't very good? I think this card is really good. I don't think Infuse 4 is going to be that hard to pull off. Play it on turn 6, 7, I think, ideally. Maybe even later than that. Get some value. I like it. If I have to play it on turn 5, I'm sad, but at least I draw. No? 4.5, great draw engine? Yeah. 3? Ooh, you're a hater. 3.5, no chance. Card's meh. Okay, it's definitely a 4. It's between a 4 and a 4.5 for me. I think Infuse 4 is hard to pull off. Really? I don't think so. I think you guys are wrong on that. I think 4 is probably fair. 4.5 feels a little high. Because if you top deck it and then you have to infuse it, it can be kind of tough. I'll go with 4. Muck Plumber, 5 mana 5/5. All minions cost 2 more. Oh god, Vincherco, huh? Vincherco's back, but it's double-sided. All right, so is this card any good? If you play it on turn 5, then in theory they'd have to play like a 3-drop, I guess, into it. It's like the idea. If you're going second and they play like a 5/6 and then you play this, they just kill it and laugh at you because you played a 5 mana 5/5. I think it's pretty bad. I think most of the time it's bad. Like a 2? 3.54? What? Are you guys crazy? It hits your minions too. Okay, yeah, you play it first. Okay, fine. You play it first. They have to, let's say, best case, they play a 3-drop. You free kill it, but then you can't play your bigger cards either. No? Ruby and Warlord 1 games? Sure. I mean, this card could do something in the right situation. You can sack first? That's fair. That is true. You have control over that a little bit. I still don't think it's good. I still think it's below average. You guys won't talk me into this card being a card I want to put in my deck. I still think the stats are good enough. A 5 mana 5/5 feels so shitty to play. And if you play it and you're behind, it's like, it just feels bad. Because you guys like it, I won't go as low as I was going to originally go. I'll go the 2.5, but I'm not too impressed in this one. I just don't think the stats are good enough. If this was a 5/6, I'd be with you. I think I'd like it a lot more. All right, Sin Runner, 5 mana 6/5. Beast. Death Rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. Can I just say why? Like, why? Like, why is this a thing? You almost feel that way when you look at this card? Like, why do we need Death Rattle, destroy a random enemy minion on an overstat? Okay, maybe not overstat. I'd say a 5 mana 6/5 is fine stats these days. It's going to feel so bad to play around it, no? What makes it a beast? I don't know. They feel like they just slapped it on there for something constructed, probably. What's up, man? Hi, it's card review day. What's up? Do you like card review day? Hi. What's up? Good to see you. Who am I? Quinn? I'm daddy, right? Huh? Yeah, we're doing card review. It's really good. You want to move the mouse? Okay. Oh, you want me to move the mouse? Boom. Can you say hi to chat? Yeah, you can't see them, but they're out there. Can you say chat? No? No chat? Okay, you're out of here? Okay, bye-bye. Good night. Conke. Can I get a bye-bye? No, bye-bye to me. Bye-bye. Bye bye, Daddy. Bye bye. Good night. Have fun. Okay. Yeah. What's the rating? It's good, right? It has to be good because it affects how your opponents play. What do you think? A 4.5? I don't think it's a 5. Easiest 5. Really? You guys think it's a 5? I don't know. I think most of the time they'll be able to like throw their stuff in it or like go wide a little bit, but it's good. It's really good. Go with a 4 to 4.5. I'm down with a 4.5. I just don't like it. I don't know. I've never been a fan of like random destroy random enemy minion on a minion. Like the just the swings it can produce if you don't have the right way to deal with it just feels bad to me. Like even the hunter card, the mech that did that, never was a big fan of that like design. So, all right. Well, I just clicked the wrong button. There weren't the cards. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Steam Cleaner, 5 mana, 5/5 mech. Battlecry, destroy all cards in both players' decks that didn't start there. So first thing, this card isn't very good. Again, it's like a 5 mana 5/5 in arena the vast majority of the time. So whatever the rating is probably below average, right? Like a 2.5. But it's really funny in a couple situations. So people in Discord were talking about like if your opponent plays Fires of Zinchari and then you play this and they just lose all their cards. Goodbye, deck, poof. And even funnier, people were mentioning that this card could be generated by Fires, and if you aren't really paying attention or thinking about it, you could play this and then destroy your own deck, you know? It's pretty troll. So, yeah, but in general, it's not very good, right? Yeah, it's a dredge killer. It's obviously it messes up Prester Druid, you know, Kazakhstan, those type of things. So, as a duels player, this is OP for most matchups. Chat. So they made a lot of cards for duels, did they? Oh my god, where are the arena cards? Come on, come on. Okay, overall rating. I'm going to go with 2. I really don't like 5 mana 5/5s. It's like 2 to 2.5. Okay. Stoneborn Accuser. 5 mana 5/5. Infuse 5. Gain Battlecry. Deal 5 damage. 2.5? A? 5 infuses a lot. Oh, I'm all aboard this card being great. I think this card's great. What do you mean? I saw them vent, I swear. Oh, that's funny. Like an Among Us reference. You guys think, I think infuse, I don't think it's going to be that hard to get infuse 5 off. Maybe not on 5, but this card on turn 6 or turn 7 with a ping is great. You can go face 2. Too many 5s? No. I like this card. I'm going to go with a 4. 4, baby. I guess I should... Wait. Okay, you guys are right. I just went on this rant about how 5 mana 5/5s were so bad. That is true. I did go on that rant. But when it procs, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Are you keeping this in hand? Yes, I would. So what I would say, if I have a 2-drop, I'd probably just keep this in my starting hand. I think it's worth it. It never procs? You never have 5 of your own minions die in arena? The fuck? I like it. Okay. Bog Beast. 6 mana, 3/6 taunt. Death Rattle summon a 2/4 Muck Mare with taunt. Huh. So we revealed this one. We were a little split on how good we thought it was. What do you guys think? It does have heavy Sludge Belcher vibes. I agree with that. It does remind me of that card a lot. It's a better card than Sludge Belcher. For 1 more mana, you get 1 more health on the front side, and you get 3 additional stats on the back side. So I think it's better than Sludge Belcher. Probably not a great card, but like solid. Gives you infuse 2. Yeah, I mean, I think like 3.5 is probably fair for this card. Oh, 1/2 on the backside. You're right. 1/2 versus 2/4. Yeah, 3.5 seems fine to me. I'll probably draft it a lot, but it won't be like a, oh yeah, this is great. I can't wait to, you know. It's going to be really annoying when they drop this when you're trying to kill them, though, and push for lethal. Like, double taunt bodies is just so annoying. All right. Kael'thas Sin Strider. 6 mana, 4/7. Every third minion you play each turn costs 0. All right, so I'm going to play a 2-drop and a 2-drop, and then drop an 8-drop on turn 7. Wow. Poggers. It counts itself? Okay, so I play this on turn 6. I play 2 1-drops, and then I drop an 8-drop. Boom, baby. Boom. Holy shit, insane. Wait, every third. I only have to play a second one. Oh. Kael'thas, 1-drop, and then boom. I mean, it's fine, no? I think it's fine. A 6 mana 4/7 isn't a good stat line, but it has stats in the right place because it's probably going to be hard to kill the turn you play it, no? You can still generate RAM. This card's quite good. I mean, I don't think it's like a premium legendary, but I don't think it's a bad card. I think there's a decent chance to cheat out some mana with this card. If you play, I mean, the fact that it counts itself means play this, play a 2-drop on turn 8, and then you get to cheat out. Let's say just a 6-drop or whatever. Not terrible. I'm thinking 4. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with 4. We can adjust it if you guys think I'm stupid or smart or stupidly smart. Way too high? I mean, the card requires a little bit of thinking, but I think it's good. Can definitely do things. Yeah, I mean, it can be game winning. Again, I like to think of cards that have a way to win the game, and you need big swings. You need stuff that can really pop off. I like it. All right. Masked Reveler, 6 mana 4/4. Rush, Death Rattle, summon a 2/2 copy of another minion in your deck. Not very good, right? If you compare it to like Mothership is a 5/4 on the front end, and generally, almost always summons you better than 2/2s than at 1/2/2. Pretty mediocre, right? Bad Mothership, yeah. It's not awful. I mean, I think maybe like 2.5 to 3. The idea is you hit a 2/2 that has a Death Rattle, right? Like that's the idea. Hit that 10-drop that summons an 8/8 rush or whatever, but I don't think it's very good. I think 2.5 is probably fair. It can't spawn a Mothership. It's fine. It's like 2.5 to 3, I think, is pretty respectable. I'll go with 2.5. I'm going to go on the lower side. 6 mana deal 4 6 mana deal 4 plays. Well, I mean, it's got the second part of it, right? All right, Red Herring. 7 mana 3/12 beast. Taunt, your non-red herring minions have stealth. Wait, can we get some O's in the chat for this card? I mentioned it on Twitter, but that's all I could think about with this card. Oh, like if you pause it and look in that mouth, it's like the same thing. Literally, look at it. Fucking, they're twins. Oh man, why is it a 3/12 taunt? Yeah, I mean a 7 mana 3/12 is pretty nuts on its own. Like Sleepy Dragon is a 4/12 taunt, 2 more mana for 1 more attack. And the fact that the other minions have stealth is pretty disgusting. This is going to be really frustrating to play against, I think. You aren't going to be able to ping off like the other minions if you don't have hard removal. You can't even target them with with any removal. Pretty stupid. And on its own, a 3/12 taunt's just fine. So what do we think? 4 point. Man, I feel like it might even be higher than 4 because of the potential, like a 4.5. Yeah. 4 for stats and plus 5.5 for the effect. Easy 5. 5. I think 4.5 is fair. I hesitate to give this card a 5 because it doesn't. It does impact the board directly when you play it, but it does require you to have other things on the board to get value, I would say. So, hey, Pola, everyone's good. We're doing a review right now, so I'm a little focused, but everything's good, man. Hope you're doing well, too. All right. Annoying, though. Super annoying. Gonna be... piss me off to lose to. Sin-Fueled Golem. 7 mana 2/2. It's epic card. Infuse 3, gain stats equal to the attack of the minions that infuse this. Gain stats equal to the attack of the minions that infuse this. So that means it gains attack and health based off that. Is that correct, chat? I think. Yeah, so... So what is this going to be on average? Say it's infused by a 3/4, a 4/5, and a 2/2. So it gains 7/9. So it'd be an 11/11 in that situation. Could be pretty big. 7 mana 5/5. It really depends on what infuses it. I think if this card had Taunt, I'd like it a lot better. Without Taunt, I don't know. It feels like something that people might ignore, and it could also low roll. And it's literally unplayable if you haven't infused it. Can it be silenced? I would guess it can be, but I'm not sure. It's different versions, right? Maybe not. Do you guys know? Can the infused cards be silenced or no? Can you do this review one more time in Spanish? Sí. On my second channel. No, they can't? Okay. All right. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think overall card? I don't think it's great. I actually don't think it's great. I think just pure stats isn't good enough to make me like love this card. And I think oftentimes it will get infused off of like kind of shitters, and I'm not a huge fan. 2.5. Think it's meh. 3.5, top take a shit. Not very good, but draftable. Yeah, I mean 2.5 is draftable. All right, Party Crasher. Oh, this card. 8 mana, 7/9. Battlecry, choose an enemy minion. Throw a random minion from your hand at it. Like, what the fuck? Does anyone else think they may have been drinking while designing some of these cards? In a good way, though. I think it's cool. I like the uniqueness of it, but they're like, yeah, and then we're going to have it. You chuck the minion at them, you know? Man, it's a lot worse because it's random, right? Like, if it was, you get to pick what minion. I guess you pick the enemy minion to have something thrown at. So it's not entirely random, right? Do you lose your minion? So I'm assuming the way this works is you lose whatever stats in the interaction, correct? So, like, if you throw a 5/5 into a 3/3, you'll be left with a 5/2. They do battle. Yeah, exactly. How good is it, though? I don't know. It does impact the board immediately. 7/9 isn't terrible stats. A lot better if you throw into a small minion. The bigger the target, the more normal. Yeah, of course. But I mean, you do get a pick, right? Which one you throw it into. And it's summoned, so you get Colossal Limbs. Yeah, I mean, that's like a super niche situation, but ignores Taunt. Yeah, I think it's decent. 3.5. 4. Man, it really depends. If you have like cards that discover or something, you don't really want to chuck them out. Any like Battlecry cards, I don't know. Actually nutty? Toss Neptulon at something? Oh, you guys dreaming big. Chuck Death Rattles. I think I go with the 3.5. It's I could see 4. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. Go with the 3.5. Really unique design though. All right, Insatiable Devourer. 9 mana 4/4. Battlecry, devour an enemy minion and gain its stats. Infuse 5 and its neighbors. It's banned, baby. It's banned. Now, I will give it a rating because it will get generated somehow. I don't know how, but it will get generated, added randomly to your hand. It would be a 5. It would 100% be a 5. That's part of the reason I'll give it a rating, because we know like it's easy, but luckily it's banned. Kill 3 minions and yeah, gain their stats. Wow, that's real cool. Yep. All right, is that the last card? No. Wait, do we have 2 more? Sire de Nathria. 10 mana, 10/10. Lifesteal. Battlecry, deal 5 damage amongst enemies. Endlessly infuse 1, deal 1 more. So it can go face, right? Deal 5 damage endlessly among enemies. So if you play this on 10, again, it depends on when you have it in your hand. I don't know if you want to keep this. That'd be a little optimistic, but it could very well do like 11 or 12 damage, right? Get it early in your hand. It's not targetable, no. It's just like I think it's just like a missiles effect, right? Yeah, the lifesteal's pretty cool, huh? That's true. The lifesteal's pretty cool. And the minion itself has lifesteal. Oh yeah, true. Okay, it's probably a 5. Because if you can't kill them instantly, they're gonna like Reno, right? I mean, they already might get like 15 healing off of it, or at least 10 healing. I'd say is pretty reasonable. Yeah. Okay. We'll give it a 5. Oh, how could I forget? Oh, how could I forget? The final card of this expansion, Stoneborn General. 10 mana, 8/8 rush. Death Rattle, summon an 8/8 Gravewing with rush. So what I will say is I think it will be a little bit difficult to get like all the value on the turn you play it, right? Because like you play it, and unless they have a really high attack minion, it's not going to like trade off in that immediate turn. So it's nothing like RBO in my mind. Like, I mean, again, comparing things to RBO is kind of stupid. But you know, RBO just deals with much more complex boards, and you're able to get, you know, you basically clear anything. This one, you're going to kill something and then leave behind like a big threat, right? It's another thing. The first general will probably be the best one. Well, it depends. I guess if in the general wars, if you play general first, kill something, and then they're able to use like a 2-drop to kill it, then their general might reign supreme. So it's not necessarily like RBO where the second one just always wins type thing, but it's still really good. Do you guys think it's a 5? It's like 4. It is a 10 mana card, which I think does make it, you know, a little bit worse. Compared to like Coil Fang, it doesn't have taunt on the second half. It's not a 5. I mean, I would say it's definitely a 4.5. And that's probably fair. Coil Fang is definitely better. Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's still gonna be disgusting, right? And gonna win a lot in the late game, and it's common, so it's gonna be everywhere, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll go with a 4.5. Monkus. This does kind of, I mean, I think the idea of this card is Death Rattle Druid or whatever. Like, you're going to pull this with a 6-drop, but this does also feel kind of like an arena card, for better or worse, right? The range on the 4.5 card seems pretty wide. Well, I mean, so you think this one's closer to a 5 than a 4.5? I mean, I could do quarter numbers if you want. I could do like 4.75 for this one. but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with the 4.5 on this. All right, chat. We did it. That's it. We made it all the way through. I appreciate you guys all hanging and watching the card review for the Murder at Castle Nathria. If you watch live, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment with whatever your favorite card is. Yeah, it was fun. I guess one thing I can do before we end the review is say Hunter seems like the best if you just take cards from the set. So at the time of recording this, I don't know what sets are going to be in Arena. So it's hard to give an overall rating of what class I think is going to be the best. But if you just look at the cards, I think Hunter is probably the best. Paladin seems good. Priest seems good. Mage seems good. Any other classes that really kind of stood out for you guys? If it's a Hunter meta, this card's pretty tough. Yeah, exactly. That's true. I'm trying to think about the other classes that seemed okay. Shaman, maybe. I mean, the totem thing seems kind of... Druid, I mean, Druid did get the Death Rattle stuff, which is kind of cool. Like, the Death Rattle stuff is pretty sweet. Paladin, Shaman, Recoil, and Fuse. That's true. I think Priest is going to be pretty interesting to see how good it is. Bounced in the video. Dude, can we just, I hate to say it, but poor Demon Hunter. Holy shit. Hold on. I want to go back and just, like, let's just look again at what the Demon Hunter cards are. Oh my god. 0 mana, deal 3, discard a card. What the hell is Sinful Brand? 2 mana, 4/4, yeah, some tempo, but you lose a card from your hand. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. Holy shit. I mean, this one's kind of okay. The next relic you play this turn, cast twice. Holy shit. I mean, they're just so bad. This one's like okay, but oof. Demon Hunter will continue to win with old cards. I mean, the truth of the matter is that if they bring back old sets, Demon Hunter won't have cards from the old sets, so it will get more new cards. It will still be good. But, yeah. Demon Hunter is an affront to God and should always be in a bad place. It's gonna be pretty painful, I think, playing Demon Hunter. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing what sets are in. Do you guys think we'll get that info tomorrow? So I'm recording this on July 20th. Do you think tomorrow we'll know what sets are going to be in? Whenever we do get it, we'll make sure to record a look back to look forward thing, you know, to see the cards that are returning and stuff. So hopefully soon we'll know those sets and we'll be able to kind of evaluate the cards a little bit better then. No, on July 21st we'll not know. Really? You don't think so? Not till like next week maybe? Yeah, I guess we'll see. All right. Boom. Done. Boom.